and a biscuit, nigga. A
Yeah,
bow,
And a
I'm
bag
a
too.
wing, a thigh, fries, and a drink and a biscuit for $5
I'm
at
not gonna
Popeyes,
lie,
bro.
bro. I
And he
don't
said
think
$5.
I don't think, bro, like the $5 like box from Popeyes is obviously cool or whatever.
Hmm.
But like Wendy's started that junk, bro. Like Wendy's had everybody tucking their tail, bro, for like a year and a half. That 4 for $4, bro, when that first came out. Now Burger King got a 4 for $4, but they throw a cookie in. Now McDonald's trying to do a
Mm.
4 for $4. Let me get a McPick too. That's half a 4 for $4. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Actually, I'm pretty sure Burger King had like the 10 like chicken fingers for like $1.49 at one point. So
That's different. That's because their chicken fingers sucked. And,
the
and so they were trying to get rid of them.
regular ones were trash. The spicy ones were I facts
But
for sure.
Bro,
spicy nuggets, that's another thing that Wendy's did that changed
Hmm.
the game. The 4 for
everybody
4 with the
started doing
spicy
it.
nuggets. Now
Yeah, that's true.
everybody got spice in the nugs. I'm telling you, bro, like when you think about like fast food innovation, I don't know about y'all, but I feel like we've seen some of the same things every year. They try to figure out how we could put bacon bacon into a burger and just flip the order. That's basically what they've been trying to do the last
Niggas
30
put pork
years.
in everything, bro. It gets me tight, bro. I'm like, niggas can't go nowhere. Bro. Let me tell y'all a story, son. So I'm
Oh,
going. Nah, yo, I gotta stand up for this one. I went to a diner, right? A diner with a friend of mine. So we go in there, we eat whatever, and we're sitting
just
like
y'all two?
right, huh?
Just y'all two?
Yeah. It's just me and my friend, bro. We chilling. Yeah, bro. I mean, yeah, bro. Okay, whatever. So, and we're sitting right next to like the grill where all the food's being prepped and shit. And
Oh, so
lately,
you was
I've
cooking up.
nah. They cooking up. I'm sitting right next to them, and I'm just like watching them cook food. And lately, I've been more conscious of like what I've been eating. Cause like I don't want to be eating food that touched pork and I can't eat it and I'll cook whatever. You feel me? Bro, I look to the right and the whole grill covered in like bacon, bro. And then they got like the eggs on top of that, and bro got the bacon on top of that. I'm like, bro, I can't eat here, but there's no time, so I have to eat something or I'm cooked. Cause I have class in like an hour and I can't find another diner go there and sit there. There's no time for that. We're already here. So I look at my
Wait,
friend
you
and I'm
can't
like,
eat eggs?
yo, nah, cause like it touched the stove with the bacon on it. So I can't eat something prepared on the
Wow.
bacon stove, you feel me? So
Gotcha.
so I call the waitress and I'm like, listen, I can't eat pork, da. Like, can you make the eggs on like a separate pan or whatever? And she's like, yeah, it's no problem. First, she gave me attitude. First, she was like, why? I'm like, because I can't eat pork. It's just simple as that. So, and it's like, oh, okay, we'll prepare it on the pan for you. And the eggs are mid, bro. Like, this shit is like, I don't know why I'm paying like $8 for this omelet. It is not even that good, bro. So I was just tight, you feel me? Yeah.
Yeah,
Niggas put bacon in everything and it gets me so tight, bro.
they wasn't
So mad.
expecting you to remove the bacon grease. That was the secret ingredient.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know, dog. I don't know, dog. Like, niggas, man, just get on my
I,
nerves.
I had I had some eggs and bacon today. It was the eggs were alright. The bacon was really good,
Yeah,
and I had
bro.
some French fries
Yeah,
too.
bro.
That
It's
was
and
that was
it's
fine.
wild too because I asked for if they had turkey bacon, and they said nah. I'm like,
That's interesting. Yeah.
y'all just dirty. Y'all just yo. And then after my meal, I looked at my friend. I'm like, yo, we're not coming back here again. She's like, well, I'm like, we're not eating here ever again.
She
We're not. I refuse. I look at her. I'm like, we're not eating here ever again.
hurt.
I pay my money. I even doing a tip.
You
Cause,
paid
cause
for her too.
of course I did, nigga. I threw in a tip because I'm respectful. And I'm like, I'm not eating here again. And I left. I'm like, fuck this place. Stuff for a while, bro. Gets you triggered every time I think about it. Niggas give me type, bro.
Brennan, I'm looking at you, bro.
I know. I'm looking right back at you, gang.
I see you. I see you.
Y'all niggas mad and mature, bro. It's just y'all niggas mad and mature, bro. That niggas like 12 years old, bro. Like,
You're
No,
the
because
you're the one hiding the fact that you going on dates, gang.
I never said it was a date. We just got breakfast because we was out early. I said, "Yo, I see you. Want to get some food before we go to class?" She's like,
Did
"Bet,"
you
and
pay
then
the
we got
whole bill,
food.
Tatum? Tatum,
Yeah,
did you pay the
bro. Yeah, bro.
date, bro?
It's not a
Thank you.
date, bro. It's not a date, bro.
Who else
It's
won?
I
not a
feel
date,
like
bro.
you're running back episode 1 right now.
It's not a date, bro. But okay, whatever.
Remember in episode 1 where he said he ain't got no girl? And now
I
he
never
said
said she was my
three
girl, but it
episodes
wasn't a
later,
date though, bro.
3 episodes later, he's going out to eat with somebody and paying the full bill.
Bro, we seen each other, and I was like, "Yo." But thing is, we get lunch. Sometimes I pay, sometimes she pay, so it's back and forth. But it's not a
Listen,
date
bro,
though.
I'm just trying to put 2 and 2 together, and I came
Yeah,
up with
yeah,
an answer. Brennan
bro.
got
You
the
put
same
two and
answer.
two add up to five right now. It's just not adding up. The math is not matching, bro. I don't know what to
Nah,
tell you.
because last time I checked, sine plus
Uh,
cosine equal tangent.
nigga, sine
So
square and cosine square equals one, and one is not adding up to nothing. I don't know where I got that
you're
from.
trying to tell me that you was dealing with a reciprocal somewhere, and I'm not buying it.
Bro, I'm just saying your tangential forces are wrong, gang. Your stress forces are
Mm,
inaccurate. All you
mm,
know out of the line. It's not a
mm,
date, gang. We just hungry got some breakfast.
mm-hmm.
Niggas do that. Yo,
Man,
maybe no. Maybe y'all don't do that, but I'll do that. It's just not a date. You feel me? So step the game up, nigga. I know what to tell you. Facts. I don't know,
listen,
dog.
I I want many followers
Uh,
to watch this episode,
yeah.
but for I'm 50-50 on whether or not I want her to watch this one, right?
I should probably gonna watch this one, or maybe not. I don't know. She do. She don't. You know,
Sadu,
whatever.
If she does, that
Sadu,
looks
if
like
she's
that.
a fan, this is your chance, dog.
Chance what?
Yeah, bro.
Chance what? I don't think you're talking.
All right, so
I don't know what
Wendy's,
you're
yeah.
talking
We
about,
not
bro.
talking
Yeah,
about
bro.
we not talking about the rapper. We ain't talking about Chance the rapper.
I mean, if y'all could elaborate on this chance, I would love to hear it. And if you're wrong, I'll just rebuke you. It's not that deep.
I mean, that's for you to tell us, not us to tell you. You're a grown man.
We went to go something to eat. That's what adults do, bro. That's just what that is. Like you went to
Yeah,
get food
bro.
with the
Yeah, bro.
bro.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
get friend with a coffee of mine, and sometimes I
yeah,
pay,
bro.
sometimes he pay,
Yeah,
bro. It's just
bro.
back and forth thing.
But that's different. But yeah.
And now it's different. Now it's different. Yo, you're lucky I'm fasting, bro, and I must be cussing out here, bro. Y'all is two beats. Now it's different. Get that shit out of my face, boy. Now it's different. All right.
Now right in your
Okay.
face, bro. Your face.
Okay.
And him.
Okay. Now it's different. Now it's
Yo.
different. Niggas.
But with that being said,
Yeah.
welcome back to episode 4 of the Convo, the podcast where we talk about everything,
Everything,
anything,
anything, and
and
nothing
nothing
at
at
all,
all.
boy.
I'm your boy John S.
Sanguini on the mic. Nigga. Yeah.
Big hashtag, you know the vibes. We outside.
Yeah.
Uh,
Rocking the Nakama today, boy. That One Piece joint. Yes, we out here. Yes, Anyway, what we on today?
Hey, dude, it looks like you've been having some fun out there. You know, I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
bro.
I
I'm back.
mean,
I'm back here. I'm back into school. Got 6 weeks left till graduation. I'm trying to just knock out this work. I see my grades for one class kind of got me tired. Not gonna lie, I think he greasing me low key, but we here though. You know what I mean? Trying to just focus up, graduate, get up out of here, and then move on with the next chapter of my life. You feel me? Bada boom, bada bam. Simple as that. How y'all been though?
I respect that. And
Yes,
C go
sir.
next. Your life more interesting right now.
So long story short, taking it back to I think episode 2, I told y'all out there that I applied for a job and it was going good, and I had to talk to some executives and this, that, and the third. I got the job. All right.
Clap. Yes,
Um,
sir. Yes, sir. I like
so
that.
so I'll be traveling for the next now a little less than 2 months, a month and maybe a half, I think it is. So right now I'm in Florida. I've been here for 1 week. I'll be here for one more week. Then all of April and the first week of May, I'll be in California. And then I'll be heading out to Baltimore, Maryland for 2 weeks. And then I'll probably be coming home. So
Mm.
May 18th should be my last day.
Actually,
This year has been pretty good. So
you wanna tell the audience what you do at your work, or you wanna keep it like
yeah, no,
confidential?
I could tell you, I could tell you.
Ah,
So
brother.
essentially, I work in for a company in the horse racing industry. So this is actually one of the biggest, if not the biggest, company in that industry. They own like 5 different racetracks. Um, so I'm interning for them. Me and another girl, two of us are interns. Um, so we're gonna be exposed to every aspect of the industry, and then we at the end should be able to get to choose what we want to do full time uh, in the future. So this first week, we were on the side of the company that deals with everything consumer experience. So like marketing, sponsorships, sales, partnerships, everything like that. And that was really good. My co-intern, she's insanely smart. She We had a little project to do for a mini like event, how we would go about creating the event, putting it on and everything based on our conversations with everyone in the office, because everything that everyone does in the office, they all have to come together to ensure that something happens. So if one of them doesn't do their job right or like messes up somewhere, everything else falls apart. So an event can't go on. So we didn't have the entire week to do it because we had some other stuff to do. So we're kind of a little short on time. And every week is something different. But we got all the information we needed, and she created a hell of a PowerPoint. The design that she put on was amazing. I was very impressed. They were very impressed. I helped her with a lot of the details that was with like racing, so like the date, a way to of marketing, to like with the horse itself, things like that. That was actually my favorite because you know when a racehorse comes on the track, they're with like a pony, so that just and we just warm up and stuff before the race. So I
Mm.
had the idea, because we wanted to have a new company sponsor the event, someone that this company hasn't reached out to yet, and I had the idea of putting their logo on like the racehorse's saddle cloth or the pony that they're with, their saddle cloth, so like everyone can see it, so it'll get massive exposure. And we asked the person who does graphic design to do that for us, and it looked amazing. So that was my favorite part of it, not just because I did it, but just because I can see that as something that can happen one day. Saturday was our first day dealing with so yesterday was the first day we dealt with stuff on the racing side, not just like the corporate side. So yesterday I was with the vet, the horse vet. So we were literally on the track during the day, so in front of everyone, right? Right before a race. He took me by the gate when they were loading in. Um, they have to like chase the horses around the track to always watch them during the race to ensure that they're okay and they're running okay. So we did that. So that was a great vantage point because that's not something you can get being just a general fan. So that was really fun. I have a
Right.
couple of videos of that on my phone. I got to be inside the paddock, so that's where they like walk around before the race and everyone can look at them at the same time. To be there, you have to be like an owner, trainer. You have to be owner, trainer, and or jockey. Well, all of them are usually there, and like you have to know them. Like you have to be some type of family or friend or something to get in there. You can't just be a general fan and get in there, or you're working there. And for me, growing up as a general fan, I always imagined that the only way I would get in there was if I was like an owner or a trainer or something like that. So I still felt like a fan even though I was working, right?
I have a question
And
for you.
it was kind of, yeah, go ahead.
Is horse racing something that like you enjoy personally? Like even if you weren't like working, it's something that
Yeah,
you would do in your off time, just go to the races and shit.
yeah. So I've been a horse racing fan since I was a kid, and I've told them all of this multiple times. So my dad introduced me and my brother to horse racing, so that's how we know about it. So it's legitimately my favorite sport. Being at the racetrack makes me very happy. Um, it's just my thing, everyone has their thing. So being a fan and now getting to have this experience, it's like this opportunities like this don't come around, and this is actually a new like this internship is something fairly new
Hmm.
because you can't get into this particular industry without knowing someone or already being like established in your career, um like being like head of graphic design or head of marketing somewhere or whatever, and you get called in to do that for this company. So like me being like a complete newbie, I would never be able to just get something to get my foot in the door. So this opportunity is like a million to one type opportunity.
Right.
So like I was kind of like geeking out a little bit yesterday, but a lot of people on the corporate side, like they don't 99% of them don't like horse racing or don't know anything about horse racing. So it was like harder for me to talk to them about racing. But then yesterday, everyone that I was with, so like being with the vet, being in the paddock and with the person who took me in the paddock, so like where they walk around, being like in the offices, like with the stewards, so they like watch the race and then they control like if there was like some type of interference, like if someone hit another horse or something, they have to say, okay, do we disqualify that horse? So their job is pretty difficult in that standpoint. And then I was with the announcer at the end in his booth, and we were just talking. Um, that was like that's not something I ever saw myself doing. At least at this age, I never saw
Mm.
myself being in this position. So yesterday was legitimately one of the happiest days of my entire life. Like
That's
my
good, bro.
I had loafers on. It was raining like crazy out here. So like the track was pretty sloppy, like muddy. And I was walking on the dirt and everything with those shoes, so they got kind of messed up. And I was telling one of the guys who was an intern a few years back, I told him I was like, "Yo, like I don't want to wash these shoes, but I'm gonna have to, just because like it was part of the experience, you
Hmm.
know." And so even walk on the track, like you can't just do that. You can't just go and walk on the dirt track and everything.
Right.
You have to be like one of the important people to do that. In the paddock where they're walking around, to signal for all they have to like signal for all the riders to like get up on the horse to start getting out to the track. So it's called riders up. So someone says riders up and they go up, they get the leg up on the horse and they go out to the track. And the
Hmm.
guy who took me to the paddock, he said, "Do you want to call riders up?" I was like, "Yes."
Bro was
You know,
geeking,
and
bro. Bro
yeah,
said I used to
and
pray for times like this, boy. Yes,
yeah, boy.
sir.
That's
and
hard.
and he was like, "I'll let you
That's
know once you
hard,
do it."
bro.
So I was just like building up to it, and you got to be loud because everyone has to hear you. And when I said it, I was like, I wish I had a video of it, but I couldn't. Um,
Right.
I was like, riders up, like mad loud, because I'm a kind of a loud guy if I really
Right.
passing and everything.
He
And
he did
it
it
went
over
well. Everyone.
he did it over a microphone or like just yell like
No,
riders up.
just me. Yeah, just me. Right. So we're in a big
Oh.
open space. We're
Oh yeah,
outside, so it's like it
it
echoes. Yeah,
echoes, yeah.
yeah. So and everything went well because when I said it, everyone got up, everyone went up. I didn't have to like say it a couple times
Twice.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey
and
bro, you got
another
one chance for
one of the
that,
women.
boy. You mess up, you step
Yeah,
off. It's I know we'll go to the slide. I'm gonna show you how it's done for real. Yeah,
one of the
man.
women who I was with yesterday, she does like so like with the racehorses, they have like a chip in their neck. I don't know exactly how that works, but it's like to like tell who they are and stuff like that. So she scans them before they get out, like to the paddock and stuff, to ensure that all the horses are there and everything is right and everything. So she
Mhm.
was telling me that one time she had to do it, the riders up call, because I guess some people were out or something like that.
Mhm.
And she said when she did it, everyone was like kind of confused because they're used to hearing like a guy's voice. And then I don't know if I think she was saying like she wasn't like loud enough. So she said she had to do it like 3 times to get it done.
Ah.
But then for me, it was just one time and everyone got there. Nobody
You were
was
ready,
confused,
boy.
nothing like that. Yeah.
You were prepared, nigga.
Not just prepared, he was born for this.
Yeah, bro.
I
This
really
man
was,
says
bro.
it's
I was
my
very
time to
happy.
shine, and I'm gonna shine bright, nigga.
Yeah,
Yes,
yo.
sir.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it,
But
man. It's dope.
that was a good experience. That was a really good experience.
That's
So
good.
what about what about you, Sadhu? I knew there was something that you wanted to talk about for a
Yeah,
little
so
bit.
as y'all, well, I don't know if the audience knows, but I'm not gonna be here for like the whole episode because I gotta cut fast in like 19 minutes. Cause I'm fasting. It's the month of Ramadan, so fast from sunrise to sunset. And I just came back here from home. I was driving the whole day, and I had to like rush and pack everything, like put everything back, everything like that. I still got some things to put up, but there's time for that later.
Look what
So
we do for y'all.
yeah,
Look
bro.
at what we do
Yeah,
for y'all.
bro. I'm like, hey, you know what?
Yeah,
Even if I'm here for like 5, 10 minutes, it's something. Something better than nothing because the show must go
exactly.
on regardless. Regardless. You feel me?
Right.
Hmm.
You
Let's
feel
get
me?
them likes up for
Yeah.
Fedu and for Ramadan. Come on, let's get them likes up.
Like him up.
Ramadan, bro, for
If
real.
not, I'm gonna look at you, man. Funny. I'm like, you like Ramadan, bro? Then I don't know. Yeah. 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 Yeah, like don't hit that like button,
I
son.
guess it's not working on my side. I
That's
guess it
all
ain't
good,
working
bro.
on my side. But just imagine fireworks behind me. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
bro, firing that. So my topic, cause we have a topic list, and my topic at the bottom was deal breakers when looking for people. Cause my interests lie more
Like a
in like
partner?
yeah, because my interests lie more in like social behavior between people. Like when it comes to ball and music, I'm quiet. That's not me. You feel me? I'm more of like I'm gonna listen to y'all speak and put my input where it's needed, and it's not needed mostly, but I love to listen though. You know what
Don't
I
be
mean?
fooled. Sanguini still got a jumper though.
Oh, for
Don't
sure.
be.
Oh,
He
for
might
sure.
not want to talk ball, but
Listen, son.
see him on the court.
Listen, I might not watch ball, but I play the shit. You feel me?
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't watch basketball like that. So you name me players, I'm like, what the? But see me on the court, though, it's a whole different story, whole different side of me come out. You know what I mean? But
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
when it comes to social behavior and how people move and behave, that's more my field, and that's where you'll hear a lot of my opinions. Cause I got a lot of opinions. I got a lot of. I'm
Oh,
very
we know that. Yeah, we can
y'all
attest. He has
know
a lot of
I'm
opinions.
very vocal when it comes to that kind of stuff. So that's where
Yeah.
I shine a lot more. But one of my
If
topics
y'all watch
was.
if y'all watch episode 2,
Mhm.
you know he has some opinions.
Oh yeah, I got some opinions.
Yeah,
But I will say though, my
go
opinions
ahead.
are subject to change though. You know, I'll be learning, I'll be growing every day. So how I feel about something one day could change soon in the future. You know, you never know. Feel me? Some
He said
things
I'm
made it.
open minded.
Yeah, I'm open to
Mm,
change my views on certain things. Some things are set in
mm.
stone though. Like some things, that if I believe in it, I believe in it, and that's like just core beliefs, core values, stuff like that. You can't change me on that. But everything else though, if you're right, you're right. I'll look into it, and if you're right, you feel me? Then it's, I'm gonna give you your flowers on that. But yeah, my topic was deal breakers when looking for partners. That was my thing. And I guess I'll go first since I'm here. One of my deal breakers when looking for someone is like if you don't take care of yourself, like physically, because I'm a very physically active person. I do like martial arts, I work out, I'm pretty active. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying I be in the gym, I be hooping, I like to be outside and use my body. I like to use my body and move around and stuff like that because I believe that it's meant to be used. We have it; it should be used, kept healthy. So if I meet somebody and I'm not saying they gotta be like a gym rat. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying if you in the crib all day, you don't do nothing, you lazy. I'm like, I don't want to be near you. I might get lazy because I know you type shit, you feel me? And I don't want that on me personally. So for me, it's like you gotta at least try and take care of yourself. If not, like if physically, definitely mentally, because mind's pretty important. Spiritually, for sure, gotta have a faith. If you don't, then that's like it's like you can go over there. Over there with that. You feel me? I'm still over here with mine. So that's one of mine's personally.
Say to want a girl he could go hiking with.
Yeah, exactly. 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 We go hiking and see the horizon.
I respect it. Watch the
You feel me?
sunrise on a mountaintop somewhere. That's hard.
Yeah, bro. And then watch the sunset and then race back down because it get dark.
No, you
yeah,
shouldn't be at the top of the mountain when the sun is setting. That's how you die.
yeah, that's a bad boy. Yeah, that's when all the bears come out, boy. And
Yeah,
yeah, that's when all the bears come out. You better
Mm-mm.
race onto the you better race at the bottom, boy. Test the speed in this bitch. Race down
word.
real quick,
Like,
or else it's clip. Yeah,
yo,
bro.
100%, dog.
1000%. But how about y'all though? What's some deal breakers when it comes to looking for like a partner or something like that?
That's
Ren, you
you.
could go first.
I say that. I think to a certain extent, I agree with Sedu. I
What?
always like to say like like you gotta look at yourself
Mm-hmm.
before in terms of like what you expect. And like for example, Sedu's a pretty active guy.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense for him to be on some like I want somebody who's active as well. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It don't make sense for someone who looks like Peter Griffin to be like, I want a gym rat. It's like
Yeah, bro.
maybe you should get in the gym yourself. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, bro.
Didn't he
I
get
heard that.
jacked in one episode?
Yeah, but that was one episode out
yeah,
of like how many seasons? So
Just saying.
feel me? And I heard this quote by this shit. He was like, "You can't want Miss Universe if you're not gonna be Mr. Olympia. You can't. You feel me? You feel
Okay.
me? You can't be on the couch telling your girl, "Hey, yo, be in shape," and you look like a fucking circle. Like you look like the letter O, capital letter O. You feel me? You can't do that.
Unless your name is Pete Davis.
Ah,
That's it.
ah.
are we ready to take the pod there or
Maybe
Saying.
Pete
I'm just
Davis.
saying.
Who is that? Hold
Just
on.
saying.
Let me
Wait,
let me
what?
look this up. Pete Davis. Oh, Pete. Not because
Yo,
he said Pete Davis. So I was like, yo, Pete Davis. Oh yeah,
oh,
yeah,
you heard
yeah, yeah, yeah.
ready,
Of course.
right?
Yeah, I see his face. His
Ready,
face
you
is
heard me.
yo. He about to snap through the camera, boy. Whoop my ass. Duh. But yeah, unless Chippy Davidson, then I guess you can just pull whoever you want because bro got the secret that most people don't know about. Apparently, he pulling up with whoever.
oh he's funny, bro. Well, if you think what he does is funny, he's funny. You know what I mean?
He funny ain't got money, but I'm not a hater. You know what
But
I
his
mean?
money,
That's
his
Hey, you
money
say
don't
he
make
got
you
funny
laugh.
money? You
Nah,
said
but
he got money.
nah, son, nah, because
I
the
seen
money
that
up the
coming a
funny.
mile
You feel
away.
me? Yeah, bro. It's sick. But the money up the funny. You know what I mean? So you funny, but
Other way
you got the
around, but
bread.
yeah.
Oh,
I
so
think the
nah,
I,
Sedu,
I
what
I
Sedu's
think the
saying
money
is,
up the funny for sure, bro. For sure,
Oh,
bro.
like they just gonna laugh at anything you say? Is that what you're saying?
Not it's a good because I guess I'm saying that because like having that money and having like that status makes you around more people. Plus, you're funny on top of that. It's like it makes you even more. You know what I mean? You can be
Okay.
funny and broke. I'm funny and broke. I'm funny, I'm broke. But if I had that red door on top of that,
Yeah.
you feel me? That funny just gets amplified even more. So
Yo,
that's just me
Reddit.
though. That's me though. I don't know. Y'all
Reddit, I
might
saw
feel.
that.
Yeah,
Reddit,
I
I
saw that
saw
too. I just
that.
supposed to ignore it. I just supposed to ignore it because bro, we still this shit. But that's
nah,
just me.
bro. I was doing this on the
Nah,
broke part, not the funny part.
no,
Yeah, bro.
Reddit. Yo, you're funny for that because you know Sadu can't cuss.
Yeah, bro. But you know what? I don't have to
Yo,
cuss to be funny though. I don't have to cuss to be funny though. I can be funny without cussing. I mean, it's
we
just,
we potting all Ramadan, so Sedu can't curse me out no more.
bro. I
Yo,
I don't have to curse you
from
out to
now on, the
violate you, bro.
podcast will take place during Ramadan.
That's so wild, bro. Bro, I don't have to cuss you out to violate you, bro. I don't have to do that. You feel me? But it's also a time of peace, so I'm gonna choose the peaceful route and just ignore you
Yeah,
and just
choose the peace.
continue about my
Yeah,
business. Yeah, continue
yeah,
about my
choose the
business.
peace.
Feel me? You finna hit one of these and move on. Yeah, that's what
Right,
I'm talking
say
about.
that.
But really,
Oh,
Sadu's mind is saying this.
Nah.
nah,
It's
Sedu's
not
mind is
working for
on
me, yeah.
this.
It's
That's what
on that.
Sedu's mind is on.
I don't know why it ain't working for me, but
It could be your lighting.
let 'em work.
Could be your
Maybe,
lighting
yeah.
or the distance you are from your camera.
Yeah,
Cause
your lighting shot,
Yeah.
gang.
I'm also pretty far from mine right now. So you know.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
just like I got the
but
lamp
so how about
here.
you though? Wait,
I didn't
actually, hold
even
on.
finish
Yeah,
sharing.
you finished. Yeah, you right. My bad.
Yo, bro.
That was crazy. That was insane. I'm not gonna lie.
My fault,
That was
bro.
insane.
Yo,
He all he did was agree with you.
bro, like these tangents, bro. These tangents be throwing me off sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. But
That's
Go
please,
ahead, Reddit, because Sadu
please,
only got 9 minutes.
I'll
yeah,
make
bro.
it quick.
8 now, boy.
I'll make it
Yeah.
quick so S has time to share too. But
I bet.
I was just gonna say, you know what I mean. I'm active, but I do got a little chubs, so you know what I mean. I don't mind a little skin on the bone, as people like to say.
Mm.
Um,
You don't want to get canceled, nigga.
Nah,
but
he said,
You want to get canceled,
never mind.
nigga. That's what it is.
word, but
You don't get canceled, bro. I feel that.
I think like hygiene is probably very important. Like I do, skincare when I can.
Mhm.
Get my lotions right, make sure I'm smelling good, feeling good.
At all times. At all times.
Yeah, like if you like not wearing, clean clothes or not doing your laundry regularly, you sleeping on bed sheets that ain't been washed in a month, like I don't know,
I
Ugh.
just washed
bro.
clothes today, actually.
It's
I gotta
like,
wash clothes today too. Actually, when I get back from the mosque and everything like that, I'll be doing.
yeah, so it's big on like how you take care of yourself because it's like if you're struggling to manage you,
How can you manage somebody else?
word, not to say manage because that's controlling and we don't do that anymore.
No,
We never did that.
I think management gotta be controlling. You can manage people, you're not controlling them though. Bro, nah, like get back here, bro. Don't be scared, boy. Get back on the camera, bro. Get back on the camera, bro.
Not
You can manage niggas and not control them, bro. That's just a fact.
talk
That's just
about
a
it,
fact of
Sadu.
life.
How so, gang? Explain.
Because when you managing somebody, okay, so it's like one, there's managing concepts like a job. You have a manager. His job is to manage niggas. Oh, you doing
Sadu,
this?
please.
Do this or do that.
He quit.
I said, okay, yo. Anyway, in the context of like a job, of course, you got a manager who manages people. You feel me? But if it's like relationship
Wait.
wise, like what?
Just think before you speak. Before we actually get
No,
to it.
as content. Keep going, Sid.
Content. I'm gonna keep talking. Shut up and do
Okay,
this.
what's your opinion? What's your real opinion? Tell us.
Okay, my opinion is this, right? And it is subject to change. Cause I don't like how like some words is like spun in a bad way when the word itself is not bad. It's just how people choose to like express it. You know what I mean? Or there's some words that are just dumb that I just don't like. Like me, I don't like mansplaining. I think it's stupid. I think the term everything is dumb.
You know,
Just cause
out
just
of
cause I'm explaining. I mean, cause like I know what it means. Like to talk down to something. Like is generally used as a man to talk down to a woman. I get that. But around me, when I hear it used, it's not being used in that term. It's like I'm just explaining to you thing. Why is it manslating? I'm not talking down to you. I don't think
you
you're
know what's
stupid. You
funny?
see, you just don't know. I
You,
don't know because I think it's dumb. Also because it's like if you spin it around to me, are you now woman splaining me? Sounds stupid. Sounds bad dumb. Sounds so dumb. I don't understand. But back to like the managing thing, I don't think like managing is like a like bad like or it can be bad. Like it's not. I don't think it's like a bad term. Depending on how you use it. You feel me? Feel me? It was like, or if like if you're with your girl and she does something wrong, it's like, oh, I think you should do this and that, and I'll show you how to do that. You managing, you're not like controlling. You just like, oh, you did this, you tweet out a little bit. Let me help you, and I'm gonna show you how to do it because I know how to do it, and you don't know how to do it, which is fine. You don't know how to do it. You don't know how to do it. You don't know everything. That's just a life thing. You know what I mean? That's just me though. So I don't know. Y'all might feel different. I mean, bro left the camera like for like a whole minute and just got out of here. So I don't know.
Yeah, as what do you think?
Yeah, what do you think,
well,
S?
what was the original thing? What was he saying?
Managing,
Not saying
managing
managing what?
like people or like your girl or something. I don't know. Yeah.
As do you manage your girl?
Okay, so I have no girl, right? So that takes away that,
That was not
right?
the
Mm.
question.
That was
Answer
not the
the
question. That was
So
answer
not the question.
you
answer
don't
the question.
you don't manage is a bad word to say in that context. In
Or
Okay.
that
would you
context,
prefer
it's a bad
control?
word to say.
No, Renee, just
No,
you both have
that's
to
a
say
worse word,
words. Both have to say words
right?
for content, bro.
Yeah, why you?
You trying
I'm I'm
Yeah,
ask, I'm
like
it's
asking
trying to find
questions.
controversy for the content, bro. That's what it is.
I'm asking questions. Would you prefer control?
you have to you have to provide your insight on whatever the situation is,
You need to
right?
be the authority.
So no,
Sure.
you need to be you need to
Oh, no. You sure, bro? I don't know, dog.
I'm
Nah,
laughing
nah.
because you laughing.
Yeah, bro. I mean, hey, bro. And nothing wrong with a little bit of authority. You feel me? I'm just saying, nothing wrong with a little bit of authority. You feel me? Someone got to be
now
in charge of
Sadu
this
said I
bitch.
want her to be obedient.
Sure, nigga. I don't want a defiant wife, bro. Like the fuck, that's dead.
Now
That's a dead thing, bro.
Sadu, you gonna get us canceled, bro. You
Bro.
gonna get
If
us
you tell your girl
canceled,
to,
bro.
bro, you telling me that if you had a girl who just doesn't listen to what you said at all, you would be okay with that?
Why do you speak in extremes, Sadu?
It's
Answer,
not an
Why
answer the
extreme.
why is
question.
it
It's
wait,
not an
Answer
wait,
the
extreme. Answer
question.
the question.
Answer
Answer
the
the
wait,
question.
question.
wait,
Would you be
An-
wait.
no. Would you be okay with having a girl who didn't listen to you at all? Would you be okay with that? If you say, "Oh, babe,
At
don't do this.
all,
Oh, babe, don't
at
do
all,
this."
then
She
that's
do
not
it
your girl.
anyway.
At
But she
all, then
being
that's not your
defiant.
girl.
But she being
No, I'm
defiant.
saying if she doesn't listen to you at all, like doesn't. care for your opinions or how you feel, that's not your girl.
But she's being
But that's
defiant.
just the bare minimum. That's the
You also
bare
never
minimum. That's
answered my
not
question
even
to
your
begin with.
girl.
You never
So
answered my question.
so as you're saying
Would
the
you
bare
be
minimum.
okay? Go ahead, go ahead,
So as you're
go ahead,
saying the
bro.
bare minimum is obedience. That's the
No,
bare.
I never said that. The
So
bare
you wouldn't
minimum
want
is
an
just
obedient
being able.
wife? So you wouldn't want an obedient wife, bro?
It's an
I
I know I
want
do.
someone that
I
has.
know I do for a fact. I want me an obedient wife.
I don't want no yes woman. I want
I
someone
never
who
said
has
that.
their own
I never
opinion.
said that. I never said that. Obedient does not mean yes woman, bro. Of course she has her own opinions. I'm not saying she a
If
slave.
you're obedient, then
No,
you're gonna say yes, or you're gonna do
no, bro.
what you want to do. That's
Nah, bro.
obedient.
Also, I'm gonna
I
eat this
don't.
because time to cut fast. So it's
I
time.
want
But
someone
yeah,
that has their own opinions.
of
I want
course,
someone who wants to like has goals,
of
ambitions,
course, of
like things that
course,
they want to do. I
of
don't want them
course,
to just I don't want them to just do what I want to do or just
of
say listening
course,
to me and everything.
of
I
course.
want
Me
you to kind of
too.
fight back and fight for what you
Me
want.
too. But on something,
But
if I
I
say
don't.
don't do it, don't do it. Because I know if you do that, some shit's gonna happen. And you don't know that, I'm like, if you do
That's
this,
why I
some shit's gonna
said
happen.
that's
If you do it,
that's
no, man.
okay. Are you done? Okay.
Yeah, I'm
So
done.
that's why I said it's about sharing your insight, what you think based on the context. So at that point, you tell her how you feel, what your opinion is. She should tell you how she feels, what her opinion is, and you find some type of middle ground. Unless it's like she wants to like wear nothing to the club when you're not even there. Even though
Ah.
that's not even the problem. And you tell her no because that's disrespectful to you. And she's like, nah,
And to me,
like just me and all the girls doing it, you know? So we just trying to have fun. Like, something outrageous.
As
Then it
you
would be like she has no point. Or you have no point if it's something you're
bro,
doing that's
this
outrageous.
is so good. I'm staying past my fast and cut time. Listen to you talk. That's how good this is right now.
as you
Appreciate it.
um you sure you're not just like, insecure about what your woman is wearing when you're not around?
No.
So
Because
why is it outrageous for her to wear whatever she wants going to the club? I'm just asking the question.
I said nothing. I said nothing. I said wearing nothing. You want your girl to wear nothing to the club? Or anywhere for that matter?
What
Just
if
walk
it's
out
Reddit? Reddit,
bare
Reddit, Reddit,
skin,
Reddit.
bro.
what if it's a nude beach? Are you okay with it then?
No,
No,
hell no,
Why?
I'm not
Why?
going to a
hell
new
no,
beach. Why would I
hell
go to
no,
a new beach?
No,
I don't want
no,
nobody
you
looking
don't
at
have to
my
go.
woman naked.
She's going with the girls.
no,
That's even worse. What is wrong?
no.
All right, wait. Renan, Renan, are you okay with your girl going to a new beach for high school? You muted his mic.
Nah,
Stop.
and that's what
Stop.
I'm leaving.
Stop.
Yo,
Stop.
I gotta go for real.
You're gonna
I gotta
make Sadie
shower.
leave.
I
Stop.
gotta shower
You're
and
gonna make
pray
Sadie
and shit.
leave, bro.
Y'all be easy. Listen, what episode is this?
4.
4, episode 4. Subscribe to the podcast, like,
He wants to
comment,
laugh so bad.
subscribe. He can talk all he want. He muted, so the opinion is immediately invalid to me. Offer it. He doesn't have the balls to say this without with his mic not being on, and he hears me, and I know you can hear me right now. Cause you're not slick. Deuces, peace out, all love. Sanguini out. Y'all have a good one. See you on episode 5.
Later, dog. We'll see you. We'll
Deuces.
see you.
Yo, can you hear me now?
Nah, bro, I can't hear you.
Yo, my fault, gang. My audio just cut out somehow. I don't know
Nah,
what.
I can't hear you. If you're talking right now, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Nah.
I think. Never mind. Let me not say that.
Yeah, bro. Um, yeah, it's just about having a nice connection with whoever you're with, right? It's about understanding each other, and this is coming from someone with no experience in this field. Um,
This is
so this
not
is an
dating advice.
optimistic. This is not dating advice, nor are we in the position to give. Or at least me. I don't know what your status is right
Hey, now
now.
they say coaches don't play.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. Um, I just sit on the sidelines and teach, man. Maybe that's the purpose of life. Maybe that's my purpose in life. You never know. Um, nah, but like when you're like in the position and you have like your girl or something, if you guys can't have a nice back and forth discussion without it escalating to something crazy, um, most times, then it's like then y'all aren't really fit to be together in my opinion. Because if everything escalates into an argument, it's like nah, you can't be with that person. So going back to Sadie's original question, what are the deal breakers for us when talking about partners in that sense, right? Relationships. So for me, this might be the bare minimum. We've been saying some stuff that's like kind of bare minimum. Um, but being able to communicate well with your significant other is to me the most important because I I think I've talked about this before a few times. I don't know if we've gotten to talk about it on the pod, but I think it's a trickle down effect um, when we talk about communication. Because if you're able to communicate well with each other, then you're being honest with each other, right? You're being honest with each other, right? No, because if you have good communication, right, you're gonna be honest. If you're not honest, it's not good communication,
Oh yeah,
right? If
oh yeah.
you're lying, like I won't know that you're lying. But if you are, then it's like you're just not doing it. That's you're not doing it, right? Maybe I wouldn't know, but you would know, and God would know, right? So if you have good communication, you're honest with each other. If you're honest with each other, you can have open conversations about anything because you're willing to be honest with each other. If that happens, then you can trust that person. Because I'm not gonna be honest and open with you if I don't think I can trust you, right? And then all of that, it's like respect for the other person. Because if
My bad.
you yeah, you're good. If you fail at any one of those, right? Or at least with communication being the whole umbrella. If you fail at honesty, if you fail at trustworthiness, then you don't have what happened.
That it's a wrestling joke.
Oh, okay. Well, we could get to that later. But yeah, if you don't have the honesty and you don't have the trustworthiness under the umbrella of having good communication, then you don't have respect for the other person, right? You might think that you do, but you really don't. Because if you did, then you would be able to just have good communication, which is a big generalization, but there's so many layers to it, in my opinion. That's how I view it. I think there's a lot of layers to communication, and everything combined is under that communication bracket, if you get what I'm saying. So it might be bare minimum stuff that I said, but it all adds up together, and that's how I view it. That's my thing. So maybe for me, it's not one or two things that's a deal breaker. It might be something that has lasting effects, or a couple things that add up. Because there are exceptions to every rule, right? So it just depends on the context of the situation, who you're with, what happened, if something happened, and the extent of the consequences of whatever happened.
No, very well said. Um, I'd like to say bump the bare minimum. Let's go a little bit deeper. Uh, for me, I think if Shorty got a weird laugh, that'd probably be rough.
Really,
Yeah, because think
really,
about it, bro. Like, I know I'm a very serious guy, and I present myself on here as a very serious guy. But every now and then,
right.
I do like to engage in comedic banter, and so imagine engaging in comedic banter and like she's cackling or something like that. Yeah, I mean, like she got one of those laughs. I won't want to be funny around you no more. You know what I mean? Like I got friends who low key I hate their laugh. Like I really don't like it.
Really,
And I'll stop cracking jokes. Like I'll literally I know that's gonna like set them off. Let me not say that. You know what I mean? Cause
yeah.
I think it's gross.
That's
Oh,
fun. I
I
never heard. Well, maybe I have heard that, but I'm not sure.
I think on the flip side, if she doesn't find me funny, the relationship will not last long.
Oh
Um,
yeah, 100%.
just because I rapid fire my junks, I empty the clip. So if not a single one of them is landing, you gonna hate me. Like you gonna
Yeah.
hate me real fast. Um,
Hmm.
and I think a random one that I just thought of that I always think about, but I never realized it. How what she does with the shopping cart after you finish grocery shopping and you load up the car, I think that's very important.
Like if she doesn't put it back, or she just puts it in a
Yeah,
parking spot.
yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
Because to me, that shows what you're willing to go above and beyond to do. It shows how considerate of a person you are. When nobody's watching or like when everybody else is doing the bare minimum, etc. It shows, just little things like that because if if you're able to put the shopping cart back, which it's never a long walk. Nobody wants to do it, but it's never a long walk. It's not a strenuous process. It just adds 30 seconds to your trip usually. And a lot of people are just, lazy, man. Like they just leave that cart there.
Yeah,
They put it in the parking
I
lot or
hate that
whatever. And it
because
makes
you're taking up parking space
you're
spaces.
blocking parking spaces, making it harder for other people to park. Then the people who actually work at the grocery store, you're making their job more difficult because now they have to run around the parking lot to grab the carts rather than like actually just taking the cart from the thing. So it
Oh,
shows like your level of like care. And a lot of people might
oh,
not think about it that deeply, but it's like now that you have, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? And so I feel like that's something it's little things like that that'll tell you who people are, because everybody's performative when especially initially when cats start dating. They're trying to put out the best
yeah.
version of themselves. But little details like that can show you who someone really is that they don't always think to hide that little aspect. So stuff like that is like, you know,
On top of that, like in the gym, when people just leave their weights around, I hate that. You will catch me picking up weights from the ground and putting them back wherever they have to be. Not all of them, but like the ones around me. If I see it, like I'll pick it up and put it back. Because think about that. I'm like, yo, like these guys don't have to do all of that, you know? Like you're adding to their day, which is probably already, stressful. You don't know what they're going through in a day. Like you're just being, like you said, inconsiderate for anyone else, and you feel like it's their job to do it. No, that's like it's something that they'll do, yeah, but that's not that should you shouldn't make it harder for them. If you just put like whatever you take, you can easily put it back. If you take it, you can put it back. If you can't
exactly.
lift it, If you can't lift it, then you wouldn't have it.
Exactly.
And if you
If
don't
you really
have
that
it, you
strong,
won't have to put it back. Yeah,
if you
put it
really
back.
that strong and you want to grab the 90s and the 120s, you should be the first person putting them back, right? If you're
Yeah,
strong enough to knock out a set of those, maybe dial back 1 or 2 reps and make sure you have the energy to put it back, because it's like that's nasty. At least with a 10,
yeah.
it's not, it's an inconvenience. But you start pulling out 90s, 120s, 70s, 80s, and then just leaving them there, bro. Like, very nasty. You're a very nasty person. I don't care how
Yeah,
in shape you are. You know what
yeah.
I mean?
But like going back to the original conversation, I think that's an interesting point that you made. I do agree with it. However, I wouldn't be so mad if the person did that. Like if they just put it like next to something or whatever. I wouldn't be like that. Wouldn't be a deal breaker for me. That would just be something like I note. You know what I mean? Depending on the day, depending on what's going on. Like if you already had like a crazy day or something, um, I'll be like, but if it's put like in a place where it's like it could hurt somebody, or like you just leave it and it could possibly start to roll later on. Like if some wind blows and that's in a position where it could start rolling, then it's like, all right, like you just didn't think, so I'll note that, but it wouldn't be something I kill over. I'm not saying that that's what you said, but I wouldn't take it as strongly as you might.
Yeah.
Um, for me, I can't really think about something like specific like that. I think I would have to see it, you know. 'Cause I think we all, a deal breaker would be like if you're rude to the waiter or something like that, or you don't say your pleases and thank yous. Um,
I've heard a lot of people say, like, um that person's relationship with their parents. I've heard it specifically with like how dudes treat their moms. I've seen a lot of people say, like a lot of women say, in my experience, that depending on how a dude treats their mom or like their sisters or whatever, that'll tell you how they like treat women in general. Because those are typically, like, obviously there's outliers, and there's some bad mothers out there. But like in general, I feel like
yeah.
in certain aspects it can tell you a little bit about, because if those are the women you're supposed to be closest to and you love the most in your life, and you're not treating them well, you know what I mean? I feel like I can understand people being taking that as like a red flag.
On
Obviously,
the flip side of
case
that,
by case
oh,
basis.
not for,
No, you're good.
on the
I'll just
flip,
say that.
yeah, on the flip side of that, like you're probably, I assume you're talking about people that you've like talked to or like they know of or something. Is that right?
Yeah, and I've also seen it a lot. I follow like a bunch of pages on IG, and sometimes they'll pose questions like, "What's a deal breaker?" And I'll go through the comments because I find it interesting. I always like what people are saying, so I always want to see what
Yeah,
the discussion's about. So I'll scroll through the comments for a while, and I see that a lot. I've seen that before.
I guess there's some type of for you page difference between me and you, because like on TikTok, on TikTok and stuff, I'll see so many like those little interviews, right, where people are just going around asking people questions and stuff, and girls would say like they don't like mama's boys. Maybe that's on the extreme end, and we're not talking about the extreme end, but they'll say like they don't like mama's boys, right? And you don't really know what scale they're talking about of mama. Like if they're on the point where it's like mother, like I don't know what the extreme really is of that. Like if your mother says like she doesn't like your girlfriend or something, and you'll be like, you'll break up with them because your mom said to break up with them. Maybe that's what they're talking about.
Yeah,
Um, but they don't explain it, so you don't really know what level they're really talking about.
I think in general, like people just want to see a healthy relationship with your parents, because I think to that end, I think that's actually a great point to bring up because I think a lot of people might think, if someone's like, if someone's having a bad relationship with their parent, like that's the first thing that, why are you treating them so bad? But on the opposite end too, like you got to be able to put your foot down in a lot of
Yeah,
cases, and obviously our parents are there to advise us when we're adults. Our parents are there to advise us and kind of take that role, but they're not still in control of what we do. And I'm not saying don't take what they say into account, but I'm saying to a certain extent. Um, I won't say I've seen, but I've heard a lot of stories about how people's like parents, a woman would be dating a guy, and the guy's mom is like actively like controlling the relationship,
yeah, I've heard that too.
dictating whatever they do and stuff like that. And it's like, when the mom doesn't rock with you, you're already setting yourself up for failure now because now
Yeah,
she's got old boy in the pocket. But I think also too that's an aspect of that's a whole nother relationship dynamic because parents should also understand that like you can't control your kid, and sometimes like never mind. I won't even get down that rabbit hole, but I think people just want to see healthy
yeah, that's a rabbit hole,
relationships.
bro. That's for another day. We'll get
Yeah,
there. We'll get there.
yeah, But ultimately they want to see healthy relationships with the people you're around. I used to always find it funny how like I'd have friends who'd be like, "Yeah, man, I hate my brother, bro. I never talk to him," or like they'll be like, "Yeah, I don't really have a relationship with my siblings," and I'm like, "How, bro? Like y'all grew up in the same house for like the bulk of your life, bro. Like, yeah, I mean, like I had my two older siblings are much older than me, 15 and 12 years apart." But like even while they was like out in college during like my more formative years, I still had like a lot of experiences with them, with the age difference, I'm sure there wasn't a lot they could relate to me on when I'm like 8 and they're like in their 20s, but they still found ways to like be a part of my life, you know, and vice
Yeah,
versa. I'm a kid, but I wasn't actively trying, but I found ways to be a part of their life. And I feel like, I just think it's interesting how, like, and granted, like I said, it's a case by case basis, but sometimes I'm like, really, you don't like any of your siblings? You cut your whole
yeah,
family off. Why? Like, let's unpack that a little bit
yeah.
because I want
Yeah.
I want to see what's there because that's potential red flaggish, depending on what the person
Oh
does.
yeah, 100%.
Because I think some people are too quick to cut off their family and stuff. So,
Hmm.
or
Yeah,
like, can be a little petty sometimes. So I'm just like, I don't know, man.
yeah, yeah. Cause listen, I'm not gonna lie. I'm in Florida. I'm still fighting for my independence, right? Like they're thousands of miles away, and they still trying to tell me like, yo, like why are you still outside? We just had this conversation last night. It's like 10
I'm weak.
o'clock. I'm across the street, right at the track with like my coworkers and stuff, and they're like, "Why you still outside?" I'm like, "Bro, it's 10 o'clock." It's like, dog, like what's wrong with you? Like work is done. I'm trying to chill. I'm off today. It's like I'm just trying to chill a little bit, like be a person, like experience what's around me. And you tight that I'm not in bed, just prepared to do nothing for on my day off. Like,
You can't make it up, bro. Like, you can't
bro,
make it up.
my mother, I was so tight, bro. My mother hung up the phone on me, but then she won't talk about today. She won't talk about today. I thought I told you to get back at 10:30. I was waiting on. I wanted to go to sleep. I was waiting for you to say so. I'm like, you hung up the phone. I ain't get a chance to tell you nothing. Like, what you want me to do?
I'm weak.
Like, I and I was saying that too. I was like, I might leave at like 11, but I guess she's like that flew over her head because whatever, whatever, whatever. And it's just like, bro, I'm trying to like I might not be in these places again for however many years. I don't know what life has to offer me outside of this like month and a half that I have left. Like especially for Florida, I'm only here for another week. I'm working. Next week should be good. Tomorrow's supposed to be a fun day, and Tuesday I'm gonna be off. So it's gonna be probably it might be Wednesday to Saturday or Wednesday to Sunday that I work. I think Sunday should be off. But like I'm trying to just experience a little bit. I haven't really been much outside of my current area, only to like drop off my coworker and stuff. But that's not. I'm just driving. I'm not stopping to do anything or whatever the case is. So like, bro, I'm across the street. Like, I'm finally seeing more people. Like, let
Yeah.
me just hang out a little bit.
Bump all that, bro. When you taking a trip out to Miami, just
I'm
let
off
me know
Tuesday.
now so I can notify Miami PD to be on the alert.
I'm off Tuesday, so I might take the trip off Tuesday.
Miami
Because
on a
after that,
Tuesday is
cause
crazy.
they're coming on. They should be coming Friday night. So like my Friday night and Saturday night is probably shot.
Oh, you're
Not
cooked.
probably, it's shot. Yeah, like I'm not getting that weekend. Um, like this girl that I work with, her boss, she was saying like, oh yeah, like you should come, cause I only seen her one time, right? But we were talking a very short time today, cause I visited the track just for fun, just to be like a fan. And she was like, "Oh, like you should come out with us, like Friday night, whatever." I was like, "Yeah," and I was thinking about, I was like, "No, like my parents is coming, so like I probably won't be able to be out with them and stuff." But like, I'm a person that's like, I want to build relationships with people. This isn't just, I'm working with you and I'm done, right? I'm trying to, be friends with you. I want to have a good relationship, a strong relationship with you guys because one, you guys have been good to me since I've started, right? You've welcomed me with open arms, right? You shown me like around, like you've been nice to me. You've been really cool. You've accepted me immediately. So it's like why wouldn't I want to be friends with you? Why wouldn't I want to be close with you, over the course of time? Because you don't really find people that, it's not easy to find people that you could just be cool with. You'll find
True.
more people like you probably know. Let's say right now I know of 1,000 people, which is not off. That's not a that's not just a ballpark range. That could be very accurate. I could know of 1,000 people, and I'm probably close with 10, right? I'm good with 40, let's just say, right? So why, what that tells you is a lot of people you're gonna just be people that you meet and that's it. But at this point, being, adulting, is trying to find people that maybe not a lot of people, but people that you can just vibe with, be cool with. And if it's people that you work with, it's even better because you guys have a similar to same schedule, right? You guys are probably gonna be off at similar times. You guys are kind of like you kind of understand what they're going through, what you're going through. It's just it's should be easy at or easier at this point to be friends with like your coworkers and people around your work and things like that. So that's just me. Like I'm just trying to be outside, get an experience. It doesn't just have to be work. I believe in a work-life balance. I've told people this for a while now. I think you shouldn't just work and have no life outside of that because then what are you working for? So that's just my thought process.
I do want to say with that as well that part of work life balance, and I'm not saying you're doing this. I'm just throwing out a disclaimer that
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
part of work life balance is all your friends shouldn't be at work. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And to a certain extent, like, you when you're at work, you gotta still keep that coworker balance, even if that's your man's.
Correct.
But yeah, like the last company I worked at, you moved around a lot, and because of that, they understand that people might have the tendency to be like, okay, we move around a lot. We're all new to the city. Let's hang out together. And they were like, yeah, that's a great thing. You should hang out. You guys go do stuff, have fun. But they also encourage you to like join a club, join a basketball team, join a choir if you like to sing, like do some of these types of programs and stuff like that. So that way it's like your friends aren't just only people from work. And like, yeah, it should be like that in life. Like, you shouldn't just have
Yeah,
all your friends in one place.
exactly. And that's what I'm trying to do too. I'm trying to just be outside a little bit, try and meet people, around here. I'm not going to like Orlando or something where it's like
You
hours
should.
away. Like
It's
I'm
lit.
trying,
I
yeah,
bet.
I would just have to find a time. But I'm just trying to, build relationships, you know, have a little fun while I'm working because this is probably gonna be the easiest I'll ever have it in terms of work, you know. It's not gonna be smooth sailing all the time. So that's a part of this too. A part of me being out here is to experience. It's to be out there and get something or do something that I can't do in New York. Because if I'm gonna do the same thing that I was gonna do in New York, there's no point in me being here right now, right? There's no point in trying to start a new chapter, be on a new adventure, climb a different mountain. There's no point of that because if you don't give yourself a chance to do things, then at the end of the day, you'll be filled with regret and you're gonna feel like you lived an unfulfilled life. And I don't want to do that. That's just not me. I can't. I'm a very extroverted person. I love people. I love people. Unless you don't love me, then I don't love you, right? I hate you. No, I'm joking. No, I'm not. But it's like I I don't know, man. I think we just have different views because they're in a different position than I am. But at the same time, I think you have to, like how we were talking about relationships before, right? This is a different type of relationship, but the same concept applies. You have to find some type of middle ground, and they're just so set in what they think that they're not thinking that getting experiences that outside of work are actually beneficial for me as a person.
I have a question. Not to get
Yeah,
into the therapy bag.
yeah,
Just out of curiosity, do your parents have a lot of friends? And I'm not talking about like family wise. Like, of course, they might hang out with uncle, auntie.
no. And I thought about that too.
I find that very interesting
Yeah.
because my
If
mom
it's
is
not
kind of
someone related to family or family friend or something, no, not
because
much.
my mom is kind of similar to how your parents be. My dad was super chill when he was alive, but my mom was kind of similar to how your parents are, and like, you know, love my mom, but she don't have a whole lot of friends outside of family that she actively like hangs out with. Like, she has a couple people from like work and a couple people from church, um, who she'd go to visit every now and then. But I just think it's interesting. I don't know if it's like a straight up Caribbean thing or something like that. How like
It's definitely not.
I,
Because or my fault. Finish your point, and I'll
no,
finish.
you're valid. You're valid. I was just curious.
Yeah, because we're actually an outlier in terms of Caribbean families and stuff. Because and actually, this is something I wanted to talk about. I had this as a topic. So I guess we'll kind of touch upon it now. Maybe I'll go into detail with it later. Maybe it just all flushes right now. But Caribbean families, and I'm Trini, so I'll speak for Trini families. They have a lot of family around them, right? So like when you go Trinidad, right, or when I go Trinidad, and right, we're staying with my cousins, right, for example. All the other cousins, right, one of them is a neighbor, not one of the, like one family, right, is literally the next door neighbor, legitimately next door. The other one is about a 2 minute walk. The other one is about a 2 minute drive. And then they have one that's maybe like an hour or two away, but they always manage to come by and do their thing, right? Or at least when they are not really with us. When we come, they don't really come down that much. But to that point, those guys in TNT, Trinidad and Tobago, they all grew up with each other, right? They had all that family around them. They got their friends in school, right? They have common friendships and such. They had a pretty big family, friendships, relationships, right, around them, right? They go out, they hang out, they're not just at home, they go out and do stuff. The families get together, so like the parents and stuff, they do stuff together, they hang out. Um, I don't know if how they are like the adults with friendships and stuff. I don't know about all that. But with us, right, it's really kind of just us. There's a few people, but it's not like consistent. It's not like we're gonna see them every day. We'll see them every other week or every couple of months. When I was a kid, it used to be a lot more family. But just some people we just don't see much anymore. Um, some people just aren't like around, like here, like where we are. They're not around anymore. Some people, I don't think we really fell off. Some people, I guess the schedule just kind of doesn't align.
Yeah, adults get
Like
busy.
one of my uncles, yeah, like one of my uncles, my favorite uncle, um, he works. He used to work in the city. He used to work in transit. So he used to come from Jersey. He used to come every Friday, or at least once every 2 weeks on a Friday night, chill with us for a good few hours, and then go to work at 11 at night. But now he works closer to home in Jersey, so he doesn't come around that often anymore. So like that was one of the pretty much the most consistent relationship or the consistent person that I used to see, and now I don't really see him much anymore. It'll be once a month or once every couple of months, and it's not uncommon that he'll come once every couple of months versus once a month. So it's kind of just us in that aspect. So we're very different from Trini families and stuff. Because even Trini families here, they have a lot of their family around, and they have a lot of get-togethers and parties and stuff. Like not like parties like you going out and doing things, like parties like in-house and stuff. Like Janelle, right? Her all of her family.
Friend of the show, for
Um,
those who don't know.
oh yes, yes, yes. That's why I always talk about Danny and Jen. Those are two of my girl best friends. I don't know if that's a red flag, but we'll get into that another day. Um, yeah. So a lot of her family is here. Like for graduation, if she could have had 200 people, she would have had 200 people there, right? And she has even more in Trinidad. But like they always, together doing stuff throughout the year, right? A lot of family, a lot of whatever their friendships are outside of that, a lot of that, right? Very close knit with all their cousins, this and the third. With us, it's different, right? Danny, all her family, or majority of her family lives on the same block as her, right? But She's different culture, but same idea. So with us, we're a bit of an outlier in that case. So when I tell you that I want to have experiences with people, you kind of have to give me that, because I can't, I love my family, right? But it can't just be y'all all the time. Like I need to have experiences with other people. Like I can't grow as a person if I'm just doing the same thing or seeing the same people. I can't really become a full-fledged adult doing that. I can't be like a grown person doing that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Um, so it's like that's the thing with me, and that's why I always get so upset because it's like you don't want me to experience life because you're afraid something's gonna happen. It's like things are gonna happen. You can't change that, you know? Especially coming from like people who believe that, if so like they believe too if something's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. But then at the same time they try so hard to control what happens. So I'm just like, what are y'all doing? But I don't know. That's why I'd say I'm fighting for my independence. That essentially in a nutshell.
Yeah. No, I understand that. And I think part of the um I'll just touch on this briefly, but I think part of like why Caribbeans can like be like that is because the back home experiences, you're so close knit with your family, like you got your cousins nearby, all that stuff. So like, like my mom, my dad even, to a less extent, but my mom especially, like she's super close with like the people in her age group. Like even if I've never met them, like she knows them, like she's on the phone with them, all that kind of stuff. My aunts are always at the house, you know, all the time. Even my uncle stops by here and there, which is dope. Shout out to him.
Yeah,
Uh, but I think even they because they come from that environment. When they go here, it's like the most important thing is like family. And I'm not saying it's not the most important thing, but it's hard for them to have that same kind of trust when you're saying I'm going to hang out with my friends. And even more so now that you're away, it's like, bro, you don't even know these people. You know what I mean? So it's like you're getting that aspect where even though, because of their experience of, we hang out with family for the most part. These are the people we trust. These are the people we know. These are the people that known us since we came out the womb. So they look out for us more than everybody else. Like even when I was working my job where I thought I was gonna move around a lot, my mom was like, "Yeah, no, I have a cousin in this place. I have a cousin in that place. Let me give him a call if you go down there." And I'm like, "Bro, I've never met this person." But she's more
yeah, that's insane.
trusting. She's more trusting that that person is gonna like take care of me, even though they might live an hour away from wherever, than like a friend that I might actually have that lives down there. Because she doesn't know the friend, but she knows the cousin. So I'm just working on this theory that like because of the familial ties being so strong, it makes them hard for them to just let you go out and have friends, especially if they don't have a whole lot of friends that they hang out with. And I know as adults, you don't hang out consistently all the time. Like that's a very real thing. But if you don't have like a whole lot of like, if I can't name your friend group, you know what I mean? If I can't name 5 people outside of family that you hang out with semi consistently, or if they're in town, they got to say what up or whatever, then that's the part where I think that's why they come from that background of being more protective, which is something interesting. I feel like adults you should have friends, you know. Family is very
Yeah,
important, and family is going to be there a lot of times when other people won't, but like when you're 40, 50, 60, I want to have friends. Like I want to be able to
100%.
hang out with people my age and that I go way back with. You know what I mean? Like you want that in life, bro, because you get that different perspective that your family might not bring.
100%. And it's like, I don't know, man, because I feel like I hate when, because of their experience, they put stuff on me. Because like it's not my issue to deal with. That's for you to deal with, for you to solve, so that you can grow as a person. They don't view it like that. They don't want to like deal with things the way it should be dealt. They just want to deal with it the way that they feel is right, and the way that they feel is right is that you don't go and do anything, or you don't go and hang out with anything, because I'm worried about you now. And it's like I'm a, I'm thousands of miles away from you. You're gonna be worried regardless. I tell you where I am at at every point of the day when I leave, right? I tell you when I leave and when I get back from every single location. And there's nothing more on my end that I can do, honestly.
Yeah,
And
no, it's
then they'll
true.
still find a way to complain about something. And then I'm out here working too. It's not like I'm out here 5 days a week just hanging out.
Yeah, like
I'm
gallivanting.
working. Yeah, like I'm working. Bro, I've told y'all already that when I'm done, I just want to come back at the hotel, eat some, go to sleep. The one day a week I really want to go out. Why you out so long? Bro, because I earned that. I earned that right to be outside. You know what I mean? Like it's come on. Like why do you? I don't know. I don't know, bro. Now cause I'm gonna get tight. I'm gonna get tight. Let me not. Let's. I'm gonna get tight.
Yeah, I'm.
But I'm gonna get so tough. But
Nah, I get that, yo. You
yeah,
wanna
just
nah, finish it.
we could. Nah, I'm kind of done there. I'm ready for fraud watch. I'm ready for fraud watch.
You wanna do fraud
It,
watch, or you wanna introduce your new segment?
yeah, we could. Yeah, we could run that back. We could run that. Run that. Yeah. So the new segment of the podcast that I wanna test out, see how y'all feel about it. It's called the "Ain't No Way" segment, and essentially for this segment, it's something, something happens to you and you're like, nah, ain't no way that this happened. Ain't no way that that happened. If it's to you or something you've seen, right? Or something that's happened. Um, so in this case, it's something that happened not necessarily to me, like 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 you did something to me, like you intentionally did something to me. It's just something that happened, like that kind of has to do with me in my point of view, right? So, I go to the gym 5 days a week, right? When I'm home in New York, right? Monday to Friday. So we go at like between 6:20 and 6:30. We're usually in the gym, right? AM. And you build relationships in the gym going so long, going at the same time. So you know a lot of people, right? At least for us, because we're all extroverted people. Me, my brother, and my pops. We all go, we all talk to people. So we have friends in the gym, right? Go and we say hi, how you doing? We have nice conversations with them. Go and work out. We might even talk to them while we're working out, right? So there's a group. So like, there's this couple dudes in there that we mad cool with. I'm not dropping no names or nothing. Um, but me and my brother, we're both mad cool with them. We always say what up. Um, we always have a little back and forth discussion of whatever it is. Maybe it's their workout, maybe it's something that they're doing or something I'm doing or whatever the case may be. We have a nice conversation. And so we always dap them up every day. And there's this girl that knows all of them, right? So like her and my brother talk sometimes, right? And her and like the group of guys, like they're cool, right? So like if I'm cool with these dudes and I see you talking to them, like I'm just cool with you too, right? Or at least like I could be cool with you too because y'all are all kind of one group, if that makes sense, right? So a couple times, like if she's like around them or something, or like she's on treadmill, whatever the case may be, like I'll dap her up. Cause a couple times, cause she talks to my brother sometimes. Um, so sometimes and she knows that we're related or friends or something like that, cause she's seen us together. So like I used to dap her up like every time, right? A lot of times I've dapped her up like consistently, right? And she's more of a reserved person. You can see that, right? She's not gonna really talk to you, nothing, but she's very nice. She seems very cool. Cause the guys too, like they talking to her and they laugh and it's not with her. So she's a cool person, right? So all this time, like me, I'm very jokey. I just be like if I'm talking, I'll just be talking. Whatever. I'm a very jovial kind of guy. Like when you see me, it's like a vibrance. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna be sulking or just mad or nothing. So if I come and I dap you up, I'm like, yo, whatever, I'll dap you up. Like I'll dap with the guys. I'll go and dap up her, whenever the case may be, or whatever. Just like sign of respect, whatever the case may be. So I feel like after a few weeks of doing that, y'all kind of on a like a oh y'all cool kind of basis, kind of basics, right? Or basis, right? I'm feeling like I'm cool with this chick, right? And she's talked to my brother, so I feel like, just as a respect kind of thing, we're cool, right? That's where I was wrong. That was my first mistake, right? Because no, go. You want to say something? Or?
Nah, I was putting up the one for
Oh,
the
okay,
first
okay.
mistake.
Yeah, yeah, that was my first mistake. Cause there's one day I went to the gym, right? And again, I'm consistently dapping her up. She sees me every day. I see her every day. Cool. I'm thinking there's a mutual respect there. She's on the Smith, the Smith machine. I didn't even know she was there, right? She's on the Smith machine and I'm by the benches, right? And I'm done. So I go to get one of the wipes to wipe down the bench. And where the wipes is right next to the Smith machine, right? I don't know yeah, I'm sure you've seen it. So I go and I'm taking the wipes, right? And I guess she's moving weight from her side, from the bar, and she's on the same side as where I'm standing. So she's here and I'm here, and the wipes is right in the middle of us. She is there, I'm there, I take the wipes. Shorty looks me dead in my eyes. Dead in my eyes, right? I'm about to say like, "Oh, what up?" or something, or "Dap up" or something. She looks at me, dead, sit like for 2 seconds, for like a second and a half or something. Looks up. I look at her. She looks at me. She goes back like she didn't see me. She doesn't say not a word. She didn't make no type of move. She just put the weight on, went and did her thing. I said, "Heard, heard." Well, that's not the first thing I said. The first thing I said, "Ain't no way you saw me and ain't dap me up." Like, come on,
The
bro. Like, I dap you up every day. I show you like respect. Like I try to tell you that I think you a cool person. Whatever. You don't owe me nothing because we not friends. But like, my brother. Like I feel like we're brothers. I feel like there's some type of something there, right? And it's
bro,
just out of respect, bro. She looks me in my eyes and pretends like she never saw me.
maybe she didn't
That was
recognize you in that moment,
crazy.
bro.
No, bro, no, because I wear like the same outfits and stuff. I always wear my glasses. There was nothing different about me, bro.
She could
She
have
seen
had
me with a cut and without a cut.
eye surgery or something. So maybe
Mm-mm,
her
mm-mm,
close range vision wasn't the
mm-mm.
greatest.
No,
Does she wear
bro.
glasses?
She's
Maybe she
never
didn't have
worn
her
glasses.
glasses on.
No, she's never worn
She probably
glasses.
forgot her contacts.
No,
Was she squinting at
no,
you? She probably
bro.
didn't see you, bro.
No,
I'll
bro.
tell you, she
Even
might
if
have not seen you,
no,
bro.
no, bro. No, bro. And here's how I know. How I know it's here's how I know it's dead, bro. Because she'll see me like after that. I was like, yeah, I'm never dapping you up again. I am never going to say hi to you. Nothing like that. And it's not like I'm not even mad at it. It's whatever because we wasn't friends. But I was just like, that's crazy. You know what I mean? So after that, she's definitely seen me multiple times and still never made an attempt to say what up or just, whatever the case may be. Like her and one of the dudes was coming this way one day. I was going this way. I dapped up mans. So obviously she saw me. She ain't never made a move towards me or nothing. I kept it pushing. She kept it pushing.
Oh, she
Right.
just don't
So
rock with
that's
you.
the down. Yeah, she don't rock with me at all. All right. And here's one thing about me is that if you don't if you don't rock with me or you're mad at me about something, that says something about you. Like that says more about you than it does to me. Because everybody else in that gym loves me. Like I'm cool with everybody, right? There's nothing bad that anyone could ever say about me. Never had any type of issue with anyone that's there. So it's just like, but at the end of the day, we're not friends. We're not gonna be friends, and I'm not gonna try to make you my friend. So that's okay. I didn't lose nothing in life. But I was just like, ain't no way you did that, bro. Cause how you gonna look me in my face? Like at least if it was like from a distance and like you look at me, you could be like, oh, well, you're not gonna approach something or dap up or whatever. If I'm 2 inches away from you, bro, like respectfully, just respectfully, you could dap up or say hey or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Am I crazy? Am I crazy?
In this situation, you're not. I'm also crazy though because there are people I know and that I consider myself acquaintances. Sometimes even my friends, I try to avoid them in public if I see them. So,
Hmm.
but I'm
But
also
this isn't someone I knew outside. I only
yeah.
know them inside the job.
Now there's people I avoid to if they see me, hey, what's up? But like I was in the grocery store and I went into an aisle I didn't need to be in to avoid you seeing me and saying what up. Yeah, I
That's
mean
so
like
real. That's so real. I
I
don't like seeing some people in public too. I don't.
like it's just I don't know why, but like if my mind is set on a task, bro, I'm not trying to dap you up and talk, and especially like post high school, post college, bro. You see, you're gonna get asked the same 4 questions. Yeah, I mean, and so there was a time period like the first couple years after high school where it's like, bro, I didn't even want to leave my house no more because it's like I'm gonna see someone, they gonna ask me what school I go to, what am I studying. Shoot, man, what you been on, bro? Man, I'm
Yeah,
chilling.
what you been
I'm
on?
I'm
Yeah.
chilling, gang. What you been on? You know me, man. I'm just worried. No one ever actually answers the question. They just start saying stuff, bro. Yeah, I mean, and then it's just like
Yeah.
that. It's like, bro, I'm not trying to have that, and
It's like, bro, just put the food in the bag. Like, just put the food in the bag. I don't need to catch up with you. I just want to cash out and go home and eat whatever it is I bought.
And it's like, shout out to you, man. If you see me, because sometimes it's like people like you'd be surprised, like you didn't have a whole lot of interactions with such and such in like college or high school or whatever, middle school, elementary, it doesn't matter. You had limited interactions with them, but they see you, yo, is that Renegade? What? How you been, dog? And I'm like, dang, bro. By that reaction, I would have thought we was like friends, like for real. And it's like I don't, that's just who I am. Like that's my nature to like I don't like interactions like that. But shout out to you, man. If you saw me and was excited, like I feel bad that like my visual reaction is to hide from you. Like, you know, but it's like,
It's funny. It's funny that you said that because right before I came here, me and my pops went out to do some stuff, right? And we went somewhere. I'm not gonna say where because the person was working there, right? I went somewhere, all right, me and pops, and as we're walking into the place, right? I look this way, right? I look to my right, and we're going in left, and I see someone, right? She's right here, like only a foot away, like a foot or less away from me. I look there, right? And then I look like this, and I do a double take right after, because I was like, oh, I recognize you, right? And then when I did the double take, she turned and she saw me, and I was just smiling because I was just a happy person. And she waved. She waved at me, and right, it was cool. And I was like, hey, whatever. And then we went and did our thing. And then the thing that caught me was that I've I talked to this person maybe twice in seventh grade. Our lockers was like right near each other. I had one class with her in eighth grade and one class with her senior year. And no aspect in between those years did we ever have a conversation or I even said hi. So the fact that she recognized me, right, was like, damn, like that's crazy. Right? I actually wanted to talk to her and just, be like, hey, how you doing? Just because of the fact that she recognized me and didn't feel the need to pretend like she didn't know me. Because she could have easily done that because we've never had any interaction. So I genuinely wanted to talk to her, but she ended up going. She had to do something, whatever the case may be. But that was just cool. That was cool to see. Um, full disclosure, I tried to talk to her after, it just ended up dying. Um, but just out of respect, just out of respect. I
yeah,
was just like, oh, like that's like what did I say? I said, oh, like I wish I could have gotten to say like a proper hello. Um, but then I made a joke. I was like, oh, you disappeared on me, whatever. And then I said, I was like, but I understand like you working. It's fine. She's like, yeah, like my fault. I was like, that's my fault. I was like, nah, like you cool, whatever. I was like, maybe I gotta go there more often, you know what I mean? But like just some jokey, whatever. And then that was it. It wasn't nothing. It was just nice to see someone that you didn't know them or whatever, but they weren't gonna be fake or they weren't gonna pretend like you, you not anybody or they're on some type of level and you're not, and
yeah,
like that.
yeah, yeah. Nah, let me, yeah, just to make that clear as well. Like, I'm not like if I see you before you see me, I'll hide, but I'm never the type of person where we lock eyes and I would just, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because at
out
that
of
point, it's
respect.
disrespect. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So like when Shorty, going back to the original point, when Shorty looked me in dead in my eye and she just went back to her thing, I was like, damn, like I was kind of hurt. I was thinking about that for the day because I was like, I thought we was cool, not like good or nothing. I just thought we was cool, like on a
cordial.
yeah. So it's just like why you like acting like that to me just screams that they just Hollywood, you know? Like if y'all didn't hang out whatever day or whatever and actually got to talk this that, and the third, then she's not gonna try to be, cordial with you as you said or whatever.
I don't
That's
know.
like that's fine. We don't have to be friends, but I don't know.
I don't know, man. Are you like Michael Jackson, right?
Yeah,
Have you ever thought about looking at the man in the mirror and asking him to change his ways? Maybe you did something to her, man.
nah,
She
bro.
don't trust you
All
no
I
more.
do, oh, baby, all I do is go up to her, dap her up, leave. That's it. We've never had like a conversation or nothing. Maybe I dapped up the wrong way. Maybe she's left-handed. Maybe she's left-handed. I don't dap up left-handed. Maybe that's what it is.
See, you're not considering her in all of this. That's the problem.
You know what? That's fair. That's very fair.
You need to be
You
better.
know, maybe listen, man. Maybe I'm just ugly. You know what it is? It's just like I'm not appealing enough for her to want to talk to me. You know what
Some
I
people
mean?
don't like to listen. I've heard
Yeah. I know what you was gonna say. I know what you was gonna say.
I've
I know
heard some
exactly what you was gonna say.
I've heard somebody said one time that you will be as broke as the person you talk to for no reason in life. You know what I'm saying? That you can
Why I
be,
gotta be as broke? Why I can't be as rich? You don't know who you're talking to.
but that's the thing, bro. Who are you talking to for no reason and why? So maybe she was moving by that quote, man. She was like, "You gotta get your money up because I can't just if I'm wasting my time. If time is money and I'm wasting my time talking to you and you're broke, what can you offer me to help me elevate? You know what I'm saying? And
But
you
she
just
but she don't know my pockets. Mind you, I am broke, but she don't know that. You know?
she could sense it.
Nah, bro. You can't sense that. I'll tell you that. You can't sense that.
You can sense when people
Not in the gym.
yes in the
Not
gym,
in the gym.
yes in the
Not in
gym,
the gym.
yes in the gym. You can
If
sense
all
it.
I'm doing is working out, if we don't have any type of interaction, you can't just say, "Oh yeah, he's broke." Bro. Like what? No.
You can listen, man. There's ways to tell in the gym. Listen,
I don't buy it.
there's some broke people workouts. You know what I mean? Listen. Maybe that's a topic for another pod, but I'm not ready to give the information on that. But there's some broke people workouts.
Okay,
You know,
noted. But I don't know. I'm ready for fraud watch though. I'm
I ain't
ready for
say
fraud
that.
watch. How you feeling?
Um,
Can I start? Can I please start on fraud watch? Or
I
do you
let
have something like now that you want to start with?
Now you
That's
got
gonna
it.
be like a longer.
I'll let you start.
Nah, cause I really wanna talk about this. I'm sorry if I took it away from you, but I feel like you'd enjoy this. That's why I want to talk about it so much. Yeah, bro, we're going NBA on this, right? NBA fraud watch. Jason Tatum, Joe Mazzulla. Y'all two. Let me tell y'all something. I love Jason Tatum. I love
I
the
do
Celtics.
not. I hate the
Correct,
Celtics.
correct. I love y'all. I love what y'all doing. You know, y'all doing great right now. Um, it's been a good season for us. You know, it's banner or bust, championship or bust. Um, y'all have the best record in the league by far. You know, that's all great. But then y'all be doing some things, and it's not one of y'all. It's both of y'all. That's why I included both of them. Right, Jason Tatum and Joe Mazzulla. Y'all do some things that make me believe that you two have the combined basketball IQ of a raisin. And it's like, I don't believe that y'all are stupid people, but y'all act it sometimes. Cause if you're down, if you got 20 seconds on the shot on the game clock, you're down a point. Why you gonna run it down? I think this was against Cleveland. They was down 1 or 2, whatever the case may be. Why are you running it down to 5 seconds, then to start your move, then take a contested step, not even a step back, just a contested fadeaway, which you leaning all the way back. One shot to win the game.
2 or a 3.
No, this one was a 2. This one was a mid-range 2, but it was like he drove a little. It was maybe like a 20-footer or 18-footer, let's say, fading away, going completely back this way, trying to get one shot to win the game when you have like 19, 20 seconds. You could have had 3 chances to win. 3. Because if you get one quick and you miss, free throws, then it's a 3-point game. I think it would have been a 3-point game. I can't remember though. Even if it's 4, it's like you had a timeout, you could hit a 3, be down 1, then foul again, make 2 free throws, you down 3. And you still would probably have a solid 5, 6 seconds to do something, maybe even more depending on how long it takes you to foul. And it's like that's a coaching standpoint and a player standpoint at the same time, because Joe, you didn't coach. You just said, here, you take the ball and you run it out and you do your thing. You're not calling a play, you're not doing nothing. And Jason Tatum is like, all right, I'm gonna just hold the ball until 5 seconds. Cause I'm Usain Bolt, bro. I could run super speed. I'm Sonic. I could run super speed and get to where I gotta go and get a perfect shot in 5 seconds. Starting from like in between the 3-point line and half court, somewhere there. That's where you start running from. It's like, bro, you have options. You have other players on your team. Every single player in that lineup can shoot a 3-pointer. Every single one of them could shoot a contested fadeaway shot. Every single one of them can hit any type of shot that they want to take. You don't run a play, you don't give them a chance to be part of the play. And that's on both of y'all. Because Tatum now is supposed to be one of the leaders of the team. Joe is supposed to be the coach. And you're supposed to be able to delegate to different people. It doesn't have to be the same ISO play every time. So when y'all do that, it's like, well, if we get to that point in a playoff game, we're gonna lose the game. Not because we're the worst team, but because we're the dumbest team. And that's what gets me upset. I was very fired up. I'm glad I didn't watch that game because they blew like a 20-point lead in like 4 minutes. So it's just like I don't understand sometimes. I feel like that's the type of team you don't need to be a good coach to coach the Celtics right now. And you still find a way to be a bad coach. Like, how do you do that, gang? Like, there's no way. Like, your record is amazing. You probably win 70. In his tenure right now, I think he's like 70%, right? As a coach. And like 70% of the time he wins. Yet you've been to the finals only one time, and then you lose to bad teams in the conference finals.
If they lose this year, is Missoula packed up?
Oh yeah, 100%. He's gone. He's gone. There's no way you have this team. Like if you said if they don't make it to the finals,
No, if they, I mean,
or
I
if they
would
don't win
assume,
it,
I would assume if they don't
if
make
they
it to the
make it
finals,
to the
he's packed up. But if they
yeah,
make it
if
to
they
the
don't make
finals,
it, if they don't win, nah, he's gone. Cause you can't have a roster like this and still lose unless there's like extenuating circumstances,
injuries
like
and
an
stuff like that.
injury or something. Yeah, but if
Gotcha.
y'all just plain lose, either Jason Tatum's getting traded or Joe Mazzulla's getting fired. It's gonna
Tatum's
come
not
down to
getting
one of those
traded.
two. If
Tatum's
he
probably not
if
going
he
to get traded.
plays if he plays like 2019 Kyrie Irving, he's getting traded. Brad Stevens is not afraid to make a trade, and you
He'd have
know that.
he'd have to play very. Nah, he's not getting traded.
He's
He's
not. He's probably not. But I'm saying it's one of those two things. It wouldn't be something else. You're
yeah.
not trading Drew. You're not trading Derek.
You
You're not
just
trading
gave Jalen Brown
Porzingis.
the contract.
Yeah, you're not trading. And Jalen's been playing good all year. He's probably shooting 50 something percent from the field. almost 40% from three. His free throw percentage is the only thing that's absolutely abysmal. He's shooting like 65 or something. Dude is actually atrocious from the free throw line. But
I like
that's
how
it. Other than that, he's been good.
aggressive he's been lately.
Yeah, he's been trying to
Tatum
get
be
his
scary
shot and do his
sometimes,
thing.
but Brown be ready to like, oh, give me the ball. I,
Yeah, and it's like, why doesn't he get more opportunities at the end of games? And he's usually been the leading scorer. He'll usually have 30 something and be the guy and shooting efficiently, and he's not going to get the ball at the end of the game. It's like, bro, like at times it's like I just I don't understand the thought process behind it. That's why I feel like Joe Mazzulla more so is a fraud. Right now, even with the best record of any coach of all time. Um, given it's only been a couple of years, but still. And then Jason Tatum, it's like he does this consistently where he takes a bad shot at the end of the game, goes into the interview and say, "Yeah, I took a bad shot. I got to be smarter in these situations. I got to be better." And then goes in the next game and does the same exact thing. It's like, bro, you're just talking to seem like you're growing as a person, and you're coming back and doing the same thing. You're the same, you're the same guy from like 3 years ago. You're the same exact dude. Because if your mentality doesn't grow, I don't care if you're dropping 40 every night and 10 and 10. If at the end of the game you're doing the exact same thing, your mentality hasn't grown. You just get better at the game, but you haven't become smarter.
very
Or
well said.
at least to the level that you're supposed to be being the leader of a championship caliber team. You have to know what to do in a one shot situation or a last 20-second situation or possession situation, whatever the case may be. You're 7 years into the league now. There's no excuses for that. So it makes me upset. And it's part of the reason I don't really watch as much as I used to back in the day. I'll only watch the playoffs. And even then, sometimes I really don't want to watch because they do some questionable things. That's why I think both of them they go hand in hand because it's leader and coach. You know what I mean? Like it's not gonna like
Yeah,
Al Horford is a vocal leader. It's not gonna come down to Al Horford at the end of the game. Drew and Derek are the anchors on defense, and Porzingis in the paint is an anchor on defense. It's not gonna come down to them at the end of the game. Jaylen Brown can have 80 points going into the end of the game. You're not passing him the ball. Like it's gonna come down to Jason Tatum. So we go as far as he does. Jalen can average 50 points throughout the entire playoffs, and it won't come down to him at the end of the game. It's gonna be Jason Tatum. Knowing full well that he is the worst clutch performer in all of the NBA, with statistics providing the evidence for it. He's like
that's true.
30% in the clutch, right? With a minimum of 45 shots, I think it is. And on three pointers, he's like 20% or something. And in the last like 5 minutes or whatever the case may be. And
Yellow.
that's why it's like, yeah, in the last 5 minutes, or whatever the case may be, 2 minutes, whatever it is, you're like 20% from 3 point range. Just of a game. I think it has to be within a certain number of points or whatever, maybe 5 points or something. But it's like, bro, I don't want you to be on the floor when we need a bucket or a steal. I really don't. I want you to be there for 45 minutes. Those last, or 43 minutes. Those last 5 minutes, I don't want you around. Most of the time, I don't want you around. And it shouldn't be like that if you're the best player on the team.
No, that's fair. I
I,
think
I feel like I went in enough for you because I know you like to go in, but maybe
I
I
was
stole your thunder a little bit.
no, I wasn't gonna go crazy on the Celtics. I was just gonna say I have the Celtics on fraud watch as well. but that's just because of how the Nuggets packed them up the other night. I just think there's nothing. To be fair, nobody in the league has anything to stop that Jokic, Jamal Murray pick and roll, and just how free flowing their offense is. Like Celtics get a lot of ISOs and attack mismatches, but their offense, like everybody's a willing cutter, looking to pass, looking to get open, looking for the best shots possible. They just play very smart basketball, and I just feel like that's why. Also, almost losing to the Bucks with no Giannis, that's another big deal to me. That I find very interesting. Uh Very close game. I just think, people have it as this unbeatable team, and setting this expectation, calling them an all-time great team before the playoffs even start is
Yeah,
setting
that's
yourself up
insane.
for failure. And if they lose, which I pray on you guys' downfall, in all honesty, but if they do
It's fair,
lose,
and I don't blame you.
it's gonna be a very disappointing one, and there's gonna be a lot of heat to be given. And
Yeah,
Tatum, if they lose, Tatum better hope Jaylen Brown don't gotta left no more, because if everybody else plays well and he's the reason, he's gonna get
that's what I'm
killed.
saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think if he's the one that plays bad, it's time to go. We're trading you for Wemby, bro. We're trading you for Wembanyama, bro.
Spurs is not giving up Wemby.
Listen, man, we could fleece somebody. Maybe we could fleece Pops. Maybe Pops got some type of like
He's not
dementia
that
or
old.
something.
He's not that
He's like he's
old.
pushing 80, bro. He's pushing 80.
He's not that. He'd retire before he make a decision like that.
Listen, man, I'm just saying, like things happen.
Nah, bro.
But that's my point.
If we talking fraud watch, I think the Minnesota Timberwolves are on fraud watch at least until Cat gets healthy. Um, they look like a great team that can make a lot of noise. But without Cat, I just really think that double big lineup, you need that to slow down to slow down the Nuggets. And losing Cat, and then um I forgot what his name is, the dude they have starting in place of Cat. I can't remember his
Oh
name.
no, I don't know. Hmm.
Can't remember his name right now. It was just in my head, but he's not gonna give you the same shooting and all that kind of stuff that Cat would. Um, as well as Cat was playing very well defensively this year. So I just think they're packed up. Um 76ers is packed up. Uh Anyone else I want to put on fraud watch? Um no. Actually, so the NCAA is just finished. And I mentioned before that I wrestled all throughout middle school and high school. So I do have a couple NCAA finalist frauds. Uh, Dayton Fix is a fraud. 4-time runner up. You make it to the finals. I think one year he came in fourth, but you make it to the finals every year and you can't win one. Mind you,
This
bro is
is this is wrestling, you said?
yeah, amateur wrestling. Mind you, bro is like 20, like he's used hella red shirts. He's old, bro. Like he's older than me, I want to say. And he's still in college wrestling.
Okay.
No, that's not good. Like you've had so
I
many
mean, listen.
chances, and bro just can't get the job done. Shout out Vito Rujao, Sayasit, uh, a wrestler that's from Sayasit. He killed it. Beat the heck out of Dan Fix. Love to see it. Strong Island, beautiful work. Uh, Ja'Cory Teamer might be on fraud watch as well. Long Beach native. I was hoping that he could make some noise. Watched his finals match. Didn't see no aggression. Got hit for stalling. It was just it was nasty. I never seen him wrestle that passively before in my life. And I seen this man wrestle like live in high school. Anybody else I want to pack up? No. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I mean,
Um, if we bring it back to the league, I might be ready to take Doc Rivers off of Fraud Watch. I don't know if I put him on
okay.
there.
Tell me about that. Tell me about that.
Um,
I'm interested.
Dame has been buying in on defense. I think Pat Bev has been a great addition. And honestly, I know our offensive rating has kind of went down. And right now we look like a middle of the pack defense and I think like a middle of the pack offense. Which I very much understand. Like people that's a real concern. But I just think that from what I've seen, we've been playing better against the good teams. Um, you just see there's a different expertise, I guess, in coaching. And it looks like the defense, people are just more bought in. I don't know if it's just that, Griff lost the locker room and they just, didn't trust him or something like that.
Yeah,
But you could see that they're bought into the system. Um Giannis is playing really great basketball. Dame's been on and off, but occasionally I feel like he's been on a little bit more than he's been off lately. Um yeah, they're just playing well, man. And he's made some good decisions. Like I seen him not play Brooke Lopez at the end of the games because he's very exploitable depending on who they're going against. So I've seen him not play Brooke Lopez, opt in to throw Bobby Portis or Gallinari in with Giannis, or if Giannis is out, just throw them two on the floor. I do want to see more Beauchamp minutes. Ajax, he's got to get his offense a little bit better before he probably sees the floor more. And the decision to play AJ Green a lot more has been good. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts really cutting into Pat Connaughton's minutes in the playoffs. I don't know. Giannis is playing. This might be his best season ever. Um,
really.
yeah,
Ever? Oh, I haven't really been paying attention, so I won't.
because the
You know.
offense is good, but he's also having career high efficiency. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
and I'm not saying that's Doc Rivers. I think that's just having someone like Dame, even when he's not hitting, just that threat of him being on the floor opens up the
Yeah, I think
floor
that
more
goes a
for
long
Giannis.
way.
Like, and I listen. Like, there's a lot of people in the league who we don't really talk about, but are living off a reputation. Clay Thompson, in a lot of ways. And that you have to respect them as a shooter, even though they might not be hitting like how they used to. Like
Yeah,
I think a great example was James Harden when he was hurt on the Brooklyn Nets versus the Bucks. The Bucks had to guard him like he wasn't hurt, but you could tell bro could not move like that. He was just half
yeah,
the plays he was in, he was a decoy, I want to say, for a lot of those,
yeah,
you know.
100%.
And the defender reputation is crazy. You play defense 2 or 3 years, you get labeled a good defender your whole career. It's actually insane. But that's a
Yeah, who
conversation
are you
for
talking
another
about?
day.
For who? Clay?
There's a lot of players who live off a defensive reputation. Paul George.
No, no, no. Who are you like? Who are you thinking about when you said that? Or just in general, you talking?
I was talking in general, but like Paul George is a
Oh,
great example. Kawhi is playing defense this year, but like the last few years of Kawhi, you know what I mean? Like Kawhi, before this year, Kawhi hadn't been an elite defender since like the Spurs days. Raptors
bro.
Kawhi was
When you
good,
said
but
when you said Paul George, I was like, every game winner in the history of the NBA was hit on Paul George.
you know,
That to me is one of the funniest things because everybody just sees Paul George and they're like, all right, I'm gonna turn into prime stuff like 2016 Steph Curry.
it's very nasty. I feel bad for him, but it's just like there's a lot. and the 3-and-D role players, some of these role players, like I remember like the last few years of Robert Covington. I don't know if he's still in the league, but like
Yeah.
bro
I don't
wasn't
know. I don't think he's in the league, but I
bro
know him.
wasn't 3 or D in like 2018, and he was still getting jobs. Like, we got Robert Covington. He's gonna
Philly
space the
back
floor.
and forth.
Space what floor? What floor is he
Yeah.
spacing,
He's not a
bro?
big guy. He's not spacing. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think PJ Tucker can be another example. Granted, his fall off has been kind of graceful-ish, but he was
Who's that?
just a dude, PJ Tucker.
Oh yeah, he
He's just
fell.
a
Yeah, he
dude.
fell. The Clippers pushed him off. He
You
didn't
throw
fall off. The Clippers pushed him
Yeah,
off.
like you just throw him at the best player. He gets a couple fouls, roughs him up a little bit, and then he might give you 1 or 2 quarter threes. But like people still think 2021 PJ Tucker is like the same as like 2017, 2016 PJ Tucker. No, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people still think Max Strus is a shooter. Like it gets
Yeah.
very nasty.
Who are we talking? Oh, that was Thomas. That was Thomas. He said on the
End of the show for
our
those who
friend.
don't know. Shout out Thomas.
Yeah, he was saying we'll have him on here soon just to clarify his points, but he was saying how the Cavs. We were talking about the Cavs. Well, we were talking about the Kings, and we were saying that the Kings in the West are cooked, but I think that the Kings in the East could win a first, like if in the same position, being like 6 or something, could win a first round matchup. And he was saying that he was asking if I think they could beat the Cavs, and I was like, yeah. And he was like, bro, you're crazy, whatever. You didn't see that they just added Max Strus. I was like, that ain't no way you talking about Max Strus. Like, who the hell is Max Strus? That's the dude that went 0 for 8 or whatever in game 1 of the final. Max Strus. Like, if your defense has to be Max Strus to make your point, no disrespect to Max. You're good. Like, you would kick my butt in a 1v1, maybe. Um, like you're good, but like you're not the answer to somebody's problems.
No,
Like,
it's
if
true.
somebody needs a 3-point shooter on their team, like even a C grade 3-point shooter on their team, their first option is not let's go get Max Strus. No disrespect at all, even though it sounds very disrespectful. I don't mean that in the meanest of ways, but like if I need a 3-point shooter, you're not on my top 10 list. I'm sorry. Like of affordable guys, you're not on my top 10.
It might not be top 20.
Affordable guys.
Yeah, if we talking
So like
shooting role players.
non-max contracts.
Yeah, no, I'm not even talking like stars. I'm talking role players. I'm not gonna do the list now because
Yeah,
we
no,
running low on
obviously.
time. But I'm
Yeah.
just saying in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's
Are you looking it up?
very interesting. No, 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 no. I'm just gonna order some food.
We
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Your boy gotta eat out here, I'm by myself. I can't cook. You know what I mean?
I
Um,
I thought
I'm
you
looking at some KFC right now.
ate the horses.
Bro, we would never eat horses. What the hell is wrong with you? Horses are majestic animals, Brennan.
But what happens when they get
Okay.
injured? I heard if they can't race no more, they get sent to the glue factory. Is that true? Can you speak on that?
To the what? To the glue factory. So now, right now, so like if a horse breaks their leg on the track, right? They get euthanized. So that means that I don't know if y'all know what euthanizing is. It means that they get an injection and they put to rest right there. Right? They bring like a tent over and everything if the horse is still on the track and they kill the horse right there, essentially.
Y'all don't cook it.
Um I feel like back in the day they used to do stuff like that. I'm not even lying to you. I think back in the day stuff like that. I feel like stuff like that went on like way back. But now like there's no way. There's no way in my opinion that stuff like that happens. When a horse retires, they usually go to the breeding shed. If not, they just live on whatever farm and they just live out a nice life or most of the time at least. Um Today is a different completely different time from back in the day.
What do they
Um
do after they euthanize them?
they probably the owners probably maybe have a spot to like bury them or something. I don't know how that process works because at that point they're dead. So it's like, what are you gonna do with the body? Probably bury them is my guess.
Glue
I don't know
factory.
exactly how they do it. Um, I don't know those things. I don't know 100%, but
Oh, they
I know if
sent you to that part of the job yet?
you, yeah, not yet, not yet, not yet. Um, yeah, but yeah, if they die on the track, if they break their leg on the track, done. They're done right there, right then and there. They're done. And
Everybody
it's
loves.
happens many times. It's not uncommon, and that's why like people get tight. They're like all the like animal activists and stuff. They get upset about how they could get injured and things like that. But the thing about it is, you have to understand that they're thoroughbreds, so they're a specific type of horse. They're literally born and bred to race. That's what they were made to do. 100%. Like it's just something like that's just how it is. It's not like that was the purpose and they kind of know that because they do it, you know. If a horse doesn't want to run, I'm telling you from experience, if a horse doesn't want to run, they won't run because I've seen horses where they're in the gate opens, jockey's pushing the horse, they're not moving from the gate. It's happened many times. If a horse doesn't want to run, horse is not gonna run. If a horse is loading into the gate, like going inside the gate, and that horse doesn't want to go in the gate, that horse is gonna start kicking. That horse is gonna rear up. The horse is gonna do all kinds of things to avoid being in the gate. If a horse doesn't want to run, a horse is not gonna run. So that's my stance. That's how I view it. That's how I've seen it. Um, and it's like that's what their purpose is in life is to run. You know, like that's just you're born, you run, breed maybe here and there, and you live out your life after that.
Hmm?
And horses don't run for a very long time. Most horses, I mean, if you're like one of the lower level horses, you'll probably run for like a good portion of your life till maybe like 7, 8 years old. If you're one of the top horses, which there are a lot of top horses too, you're probably gonna run to like 6, right, for the most. And that's a lot of years, honestly. Like 8 is a lot to be running a horse. That's like very old. Um,
How long do horses
a
live?
life usually like 20s. They can extend. Some of them can extend to late 20s, 30s, but usually late 20s.
Wow. Okay, so 7 years
Yeah,
is 8 years is a long time.
yeah, it's a long time. An 8-year-old horse is a very old horse.
Okay,
Very old horse.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. They're
Yeah.
so big. I would have thought their lifespan was longer.
Yeah. No, yeah, their lifespan is fairly short because like 20 horse years is like I think maybe like 70 in human years, something like that. It's definitely a lot. Like when they're 20, they're old, bro. Like really old. Um, so that's why you'll see them retire at like somewhere between like if you're a top horse and you won all the top races in like when you're 4, you're gonna retire just for breeding purposes because you're always gonna make money. If you're like a regular horse and you're just the owners are just running you because they're trying to like maybe build up or just like try and make money, you'll run for a little bit. If they're a gelding, so that means essentially that means if like when a dog gets neutered, um, they're gonna the owners are probably gonna run you for a very long time because you can't breed after that. So they're probably gonna run you for a longer period of time. And it's true. It's not,
Shout out them,
they
man.
usually,
Dedicated
yeah,
to the cause.
yeah. Some of them, it's just it's how it is. You never want to see a horse get hurt. Even when you're not a fan, when people like Belmont Stakes are one of the biggest days, any of the big days, when you have people just coming because it's an event and they don't know anything about the races. If they see a horse fall or something, they feel just as bad, um, even though they know nothing about it. So nobody wants to see it. Everyone cares. Um, but things happen. So it's just how the sport is. It's a sport like anything else, so it's gonna be dangerous. The jockeys are also susceptible to
Euthanize?
getting hurt.
Oh,
No, not euthanizing, getting hurt. Um, Jockeys have died on the track. I
but
know of a
they
jockey that
weren't
died on the
euthanized.
track. No, they just got
Okay,
kicked in the head by a horse and he
that's kind of
died.
euthanizing.
No, because you don't get an injection. You just get a kick to the skull and
Euthanizing is only an
yeah.
injection
I believe so,
by
yeah.
definition.
I think so. Yeah.
Could you imagine that
You
if
can
we
look
did
up
that with?
euthanization, you can look it up.
Could you imagine if we did that with like human athletes? Yeah, Gordon Hayward, your leg snaps. Step to the back with us real
Yeah.
quick.
No, you know the reason.
imagine, imagine how nasty we. Yo,
I would have been so tight, but
nah, that's nasty work.
what's it called?
But we
Uh,
appreciate the equestrian segment of our of the convo.
yeah, it's what were you were asking something before, and I was gonna answer you.
Glue factory.
No,
You sure?
yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was a glue factory.
um, oh, the reason why they get euthanized when they break their leg is because horses, because they're four legs, they need to have equal balance on all four legs. Because then when the leg breaks, they develop a disease. I think it's laminitis is the name of the disease, and that would be like painful, and that would lead to death. And it's very, very, very hard to cure a horse of laminitis. So that's why they just kill them
Yeah,
outright.
it's
It's a
easier to
very
just glue them.
painful time. Yeah, because then if you don't do it, then you just put them in more pain for a long period of time, and that's why it happens.
Dang,
Um,
that's real.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, I know a little something about horses and horse racing. You know what I mean? So I'm in the right field. Funny enough, I met the announcer yesterday, and I was in the booth with him. And you would think that we would start talking about horse racing, right? We started with horse racing, but next to him, on his desk is a small poster of Ric Flair. So we were just talking about wrestling the whole time. That dude's gonna be my best friend.
I'm weak.
I already got his contact information and everything.
Listen, bro. Nobody wants to talk about work all the time, bro. Like when you
Yeah.
in it, bro. Like it's like I
After
don't want
everything
to.
I was telling him, he was like, "Yo, you're just like me." In every single thing that I say, he said, "You're exactly like how I was or am." And I was like, that's great because it's hard to find people that like horse racing, and it's hard to find people that love wrestling. But so you can imagine how hard it is to find someone that likes both.
Yeah,
So long story short, I'm very happy where I am right now. Very
that's what's
happy.
up, man. That's way to flip it to a positive note.
Yeah. It's like it's about opportunities, man. And really I think you had touched on this a couple episodes ago, or maybe last episode, whatever the case may be. It's like don't be afraid to go out of state for like college, for work, things like that. Don't be afraid because you don't know where that's gonna lead you. You know, it's always gonna be an opportunity that can help you in the long run, and maybe you could come back to where you are at home, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, wise words, man.
I guess we I guess we deviated a lot from Fraud Watch, but this all started with
It's
Fraud
fine.
Watch.
I think that listen, I can think of no better way to end it than that, bro. Like
Yeah.
some words of wisdom for our viewers. Yeah, man.
Wish me good luck, everyone out there. It's gonna be a couple more travels after this, and then we'll see if I get something long term. I'm kind of scared about that, because then if I get something long term, I gotta move out here. So that's a little, like I have
That's
you
where it's
guys
really
at
gonna get
home.
fun.
Yeah, I got you guys at home. I got my family. My family already is struggling now. So it's like if I move here, then it's like, whoa. I got like family and friends out, home, and I don't want to be away from y'all, but I mean, I gotta chase my dreams.
Where you can make new friends, bro. It's alright. It's all good.
Nah, man, I can't I can't. I mean, yeah, I can make new friends, but it's never gonna be anything that is like you guys. Like, there's no one in this world that I'm gonna meet like you guys. And I'll shout y'all out too. Renegade,
Friend of the show.
Sanguini,
Friend of the show.
that's okay. Uh, John and Mike,
Friends
friends
of
of
the
the
show.
show. Danny,
Friend of the
Jen,
show. Friend of the show.
Thomas.
Friend of the show.
Um, is there anybody else that I can shout out by name?
Guys,
Let's
he's
see.
saying all of this now, but wait till we're on like episode like 300 a couple years from now, where he's talking about how one of his mans out in Florida is like his best man at his wedding. And I ain't even catch an invite.
Well, nah, I can't do
I
bro.
just,
Like, my bro is gonna be my best friend.
I
I have a
listen,
brother.
listen it's bro until you get a new bro, and all of a sudden, hey man,
You know what
he
I
was really
mean?
just there
Like,
for the
listen.
relationship more, and it's
Yeah,
all good, gang. It's all good, gang.
I don't really talk to my brother like that. Going back a couple conversations ago, I don't talk to my sibling like that. We just don't rock no more. Unpack that. What happened? I found somebody better. I found a better brother.
Yo, you choose your friends, you don't choose your family.
You don't choose your family. That's not funny,
Yo,
bro.
oh,
I hope I'm not gonna be like right now in Miami, everybody was like, "Oh, you gonna be with this, that, and the third people or person or whatever." I'm not picking up nobody this week, bro. Not picking up no shorties this week, bro. Not at all. Like, it's just not looking good. Maybe in California, we'll see how it goes.
I'm weak.
But nah, honestly, like all jokes aside, like the work is really good. They've given me a great opportunity. Um, I'm here to learn right now and then hopefully excel after that. Um, I don't know where it's gonna lead to, but
That's the fun part.
regardless if I get something, if I don't, um, I'm grateful for what I got. So
Nice move. I think with that being said, thank you all for watching. If you made it this far, comment Glue Factory in the comment section below. Leave a like, subscribe. We appreciate the support. Tell your friends. And yeah, talk about it, man. We all about the conversation. So be sure to
for real. If
start
you want,
commenting and talking to us in the
if
comments. We'll be watching.
if you want us to talk about something, let us know. Email us, say it in the comment section, whatever it may be. we will tackle any and all conversation. Well, no, let me not say that. Well, within reason, we will tackle any and all conversation.
Sanguini will tackle any and all conversation.
Sanguini will, yeah, that's more his speed. We'll be bystanders. We'll kind of stir the pot a little bit. You know what I mean? But and if you made it this far, man, we're at what, almost 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
If you made it this far, I appreciate you. Like you my man's. Like, let me know that you made it this far. 2.5 hours, and
Glue
I'll put you in a
factory.
special bracket. I'll I'll put you in a special bracket of friends, or at least people that I know. Like, I want you to be around because you support me and you support us. Thank you. So thank you for
I appreciate y'all,
yeah,
man.
well,
All right, we
from
gonna catch
John
you
S.
guys.
and Renegade. Hashtag Renegade. Good night.
Big
Good luck.
hashtag. You know the vibes. You know my body. Stop playing with me. Big hashtag. Like, share, subscribe. We out.
Oh, wait. JS JSHAWN_19. That's the IG if you want to follow. JSean_19. We'll see y'all. We out of here.
Y'all don't
Later,
gotta
yo.
follow me, bro. Like, just watch the pod, bro. That's me, bro. Like,
Nah, they gotta follow me, bro. I'm cloud chasing out here, bro. I wanna be a notable, bro.
I'm weak. All right, you guys, we out.